Let me get over here. Test 1, 2. What's it look like on your end, Tanner?
Looks good.
Let's turn this on.
We're live now.
Okay. Give me a few moments. We're trying something new, as always, here. What about on this thing? It's on. We just got to figure out how to get it on there. You might want to ask them about that. Okay, let me get to where I can see everybody. And let me go to this. Bear with me. Always trying new stuff on here. The last, I guess, 72 hours. Okay.
You good over there, Ed?
Yeah.
All right. I just can't. Yeah.
Hand me his laptop and we can take care of that. I don't know.
Okay. Just text him, see what he says. I can see on my phone for right now, but I have no idea what the. I actually can't do anything until I do that, because I can't see what I'm showing. All right. Well, I'm going to. You might have to line me up in the meantime. So we are trying first for the first time who be on YouTube at the same time. We've tried making the font bigger. Let me go grab my other phone. And we was just trying to get this set up like 5 seconds ago. And we got Anthony helping us get my monitor set up, and then we'll be ready to actually show records. Let's see. All right. Okay. Let me go over here. Okay. Now I'm good. I got it. All right. Well, I'm just going to stop talking. I'm going to start showing records. How about that? That's about the easiest way I could do things tonight. So we got 3 crates of new vinyl. We've got 4 crates of putback, and we've got like 6 new vintage arrivals crates, including Fred Goodwin stuff. So hope that y'all are on YouTube or on Facebook watching. You have to be on one of the two to watch tonight. And we didn't really advertise yet to anybody new that don't have Facebook that we would be on YouTube tonight. We wanted to make sure it actually works. So I'm going to do a test. This is only the second time we've done this, and I'm going to try to experiment with it. So I'm going to move this card around, and hopefully it looks the same way on y'all's end. But new vinyl first, and there's some new arrivals in here, and then we're going to get right into some vintage stuff. So we figured out for a couple people who were unsure about how the comments look on your end, they're actually bigger. So right now on y'all's end, the comment feed on the blue should be bigger, even though you may not be able to see it as well. You really don't need to see it. So all the comments on the blue side or the right side, you really don't need to see those. I know they may be in your way, but I'm looking at it right now. You see the record, and the blue is really just for us. So hopefully YouTube works. And the bad thing about YouTube is right now is your name shows up as your YouTube ID. So you might want to check on that on YouTube to see how it looks, because we haven't tried it yet. And then if you're under, like I see Retro Class Entertainment, someone said hello Chad. I have no idea who Retro Class Entertainment is. So if you make a purchase under your YouTube account tonight, we will definitely be tracking and we will let you know. And if YouTube looks better, everybody might want to go over there, because you might have to stay on if you don't. Sabrina says she don't know her YouTube ID. It's whatever your Google account is. So just be aware of that. All right, I'm going to start showing records. I'll let y'all figure out how to access it. If you have any problems, message us and we'll get it worked out before tomorrow or Thursday night. So, all right. This is Pink Floyd The Wall, 2LP remaster Pink Floyd The Wall, new restock, $44.99. I went through and did a big David Bowie purge, and we were sold out of Hunky Dory. So guess what I've got back in stock? This is $29.99, David Bowie, Hunky Dory. You can turn off YouTube comments and just see one set of comments. Hey, there you go.
What is our
So,
YouTube? Is it Collectco?
it's Collectco. Yeah, our YouTube is Collectco. So we can share a link maybe into the feed where people can see that. But I'm going to have to pay attention to the screen because I've got it pulled up on my phone, but I've really got to watch what's going on in case we make a sale. So, hey, this was out of print for a long time, and they just come back in. Queen. This is Queen on Air, the complete BBC radio sessions, and they're only $67.99. Queen on Air, the complete BBC sessions. We've also got rid of the ticker tape at the bottom and the stuff at the top. We've just left our Collectco logo. Not that I totally want to get rid of the other stuff, but we had some people who didn't like it. We're trying to just keep as minimal as possible on your screen. So, Queen on Air is $67.99. This is Led Zeppelin 2, but this is the deluxe version. This is the 2LP, the original LP remastered, and then the second LP is on, the second LP has studio outtakes and demos, and these are $41.99. So Chris Farrar, I see your YouTube check. Reese EMS, I see your YouTube check. White Akins, looks like we got a lot of people on YouTube tonight too, as well as YouTube. I mean, we have, on both platforms, we got 172 watching right now, so I hope that's working for y'all. So this is the deluxe version of Led Zeppelin 2, the single LP, and then a double LP. The second LP is unreleased studio outtakes. The good thing about this is if you don't want to pay $140 for the deluxe version, you get a little piece of it here, and it's only $41.99. Roads to Madness. So yeah, your YouTube ID, if you want to keep it, it will really help us away. It really help us if you could have your YouTube name your actual name, which I think there's a way you can go in there and set that. So, like squirreled away, whoever you are, if you are making a purchase tonight, we'll definitely need to know your real name so we'll know who to invoice. So we have Dio. This is Evil or Divine. This is a 3LP live Dio, $35.99. Evil or Divine. We've been sold out of this one for a while. So what I would recommend is, so like on your phone here, I'm watching here, I've got it on YouTube. I would just, on your version, you don't even have to really see this. Just comment down here like you normally would, and you don't really need to see any of this. So it's always going to look the same for you. And then if you watch horizontally, and of course I know you can't type, but if you do see something you want, you can rotate back and then try to claim it right quick. So, I mean, just however you want to do it. And then I haven't seen YouTube yet. I'm about to pull it up on my phone. So, first sale of the night goes to Calvin Ward, Dio. This is Calvin Ward. First is sold to Dio. All right. Let's see. Okay. Facebook. Okay. What did Walt Cruz want?
Queen.
Queen. Walt Cruz wants Queen on Air. Thank you. I've got to really pay attention to the screen here. A lot of comments because there's so many people commenting about the feed. I'm missing comments claiming records. So, David Bowie, Never Gonna Let Me Down is $31.99. Another new remaster still in stock, $31.99. Let's see. We have Jimi Hendrix Blues, $25.99. I wonder what's causing it to be choppy. Is it, I don't know.
How many viewers do we have?
This is It's 168 among the two. So this is Jimi Hendrix Blues, and this is a new restock, $25.99. $25.99. You can comment on either platform to claim something. So you can watch on YouTube or Facebook, whichever. So Jimi Hendrix Blues is $25.99. Jimi Hendrix Blues is $25.99. Debbie Whitehead wants Jimi Hendrix Blues. Chad, the format is not good. So what is not good about it? And then I'll try to fix it. Vernon Lehman also gets a Jimi Hendrix Blues. So let me know what's not good about it, and then we'll try to fix it. Because on our end, the really only change is some comments on the right-hand side. So, lift back, still freezing up, froze, keeps cutting out. I wonder what that's from. Debbie and Vernon on Jimi Hendrix Blues. So, video is interrupting, flashing, completely unwatchable. Frozen on Facebook. See chat. Let's see. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm trying to figure out. Lag is horrible. Comments are afraid if we buy some, may not reach you in time. Well, it's on your end. It comes in. It's the same thing. I mean, it's just going to look different on that. You just do everything you've been doing the same. So, okay. And plus, they may think it's freezing because we're not having the cam isn't. It's on a steady cam. Something to do with it. Okay.
Says we have a bad internet connection right now.
Okay. What is this connected to? I mean, I guess it's just using our store Wi-Fi here.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe because we're streaming and we have all of our devices out. I'm not for sure. I figured we had pretty good bandwidth here, but you know.
Where is our Wi-Fi set up, as an office, or?
Yeah, it's the main router's in there. Yeah. So. Okay. The third Jimi Hendrix Blues was sold to. Third Jimi Hendrix Blues was sold to. Oh no, comments are coming in so fast. I can't. There's more comments in the last 30 seconds than I've ever had before. Trying to filter through them. Let's see here.
I believe it's Johnson. Whoever that is.
Let's see here.
Showed up on YouTube.
Okay, I'm just reading through everything here. Let's see. Let's see. Of course, I make sure I'm going to move my hand over here so everybody knows that it's not freezing. So the camera is steady. So of course I know I've been showing records, but this camera is steady. So I don't know if it's maybe it appears frozen. I'm trying to keep this screen moving. So, Yeah, I don't know if bandwidth or what, maybe between the two. So, maybe if we restart and not try YouTube tonight. So, maybe one of the two. Yeah, I may just have to switch over to Facebook. We'll see. I don't know. Let's go 10 more minutes. Let's try to finish this bin, and then I'll make a decision what we need to do on the rest of the feed. So, okay. This is Tom Petty Highway Companion, $31.99. I'm going to finish this crate, and then I'm going to try to figure out what we need to do on for the rest of the night. Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars is $34.99. $34.99. Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. And we have Black Sabbath, self-titled debut, 50th anniversary, back in stock, $37.99. Testing out YouTube, feeds caught up. Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road. That's a 2LP, music on vinyl. Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road. That is $46.99. Let me also kill these lights a little bit and see what that looks like on their end. I know light makes everything usually looks better. In some cases, this light may make it look not as well. So, England's newest hit maker, the Rolling Stones. That is $31.99. First time we've ever had this reissue. It's the Rolling Stones technically first release, and that is $31.99. $31.99. Dio, Sacred Heart, $34.99. So if you just joined us, we're on both platforms right now. We're trying to do a test run. Seems like, we have multiple problems right now, mostly with connection. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So Dio, Sacred Heart is $34.99. And we have AC/DC Power Age, $27.99. Hadn't had that back in stock for a while. That is AC/DC Power Age, $27.99. And next is, we got 3 of those in stock for tonight. Richard Allen, Sacred Heart. Hey, that's our first official, Richard Allen's our first official YouTube comment. Richard Allen, Sacred Heart, and Bill Fratsky, Sacred Heart. And I've probably missed some stuff because we've had so many comments come in on the feed that I probably missed like 10 sales. So let me pull Bob Riger and AC/DC. So let's just hold off on the comments for on how the feed looks right now, and then that will help me just keep going smooth, and then I'll ask for feedback.
Who had the other Dio?
Bill Fratsky.
Okay, Bill Fratsky.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Greg Hagewood also wants an AC/DC. Plus, I've enlarged the font on the screen, so the comments, if you do care about what you see on the right, it's bigger, and I only can see about 6 at a time now. So we have Candlebox. Tanner, we have a visitor at the door. Candlebox is music on vinyl, $44.99. We only got one of those back in stock. John Sheehan, AC/DC. John Sheehan, AC/DC. I think those are all gone, John. We only had 3 of those. We will start a waiting list, though. John Sheehan, AC/DC Power Age. AC/DC Power Age. Okay, Jimi Hendrix live at Berkeley. This is $25.99, or I should say only $25.99. Jimi Hendrix live at Berkeley, $25.99. $25.99. So, yeah, don't just get off and never come back if you don't like it, because we've made 5 or 7 fixes already, and this is also a new test for tonight, YouTube. So just bear with us. I promise if it's not working, we'll fix it, or we'll go back, or we'll do something. Michael Word on Berkeley. Michael Word on Berkeley. So I promise you, if it's bad, we won't stick with it. If it gets good, we'll keep doing it. So y'all know me. So Beatles #1. We finally got this back in stock, or we had one left here in the store, and it was from a while back. The other ones we've been selling out of very quickly. This is 27 #1 Beatle hits, $48.99. I'm also going to let me see how it looks. I'm going to turn off these lights, and y'all let me know what you think, because that should eliminate a lot of glare. There's now no lights. How does that look? That glare there is from the overhead store lights. If I cut that out, we would be in complete darkness. That glare right there. So, all right, now let me recap this bin, and then I'll make a decision what we need to do if we need to get off YouTube. So we got 133 people on Facebook, and we got 160 people watching total. So we got about 30 people on YouTube right now, approximately. 35. Okay. Let me recap this bin again. Pink Floyd The Wall. So if you see something in here that's still available, and you think you claimed it earlier, then you might want to claim it again, because we had a flurry of comments earlier, and I may have missed something. Pink Floyd The Wall. Of course, we still got these back in stock, but this is, we always try to keep these. Pink Floyd The Wall is $44.99. David Bowie, like I said, we were sold out of a lot of David Bowie titles. Here's Hunky Dory Remaster, $29.99. Over here, Led Zeppelin 2. This is the deluxe version of Led Zeppelin 2. This is the regular LP, and then the second disc of unreleased studio outtakes, $41.99. Jeff, I see your lag. Dio, Evil or Divine. Dio, Evil or Divine. This is $37.99. $37.99. And that's a 3LP live Dio. Next is David Bowie, Never Let Me Down. Now, I could have swore I seen someone's comment on that pop up earlier, and then it flew up to the top because of all the other comments. So if someone claimed one of these earlier, I have not pulled one yet. This is David Bowie, Never Let Me Down. That is $31.99. Looks better without the extra lights. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It is quite a bit, especially on new vinyl where it's wrapped in cellophane. Tom Petty, Highway Companion, $31.99. Woods Felix wants Dio. We are now sold out of Dio. Tom Petty, Michael Bohannon, I see your test comment. Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. This is the motion picture soundtrack. 2LP, $34.99. $34.99. We have Black Sabbath, the first album, self-titled debut, $37.99. Black Sabbath. Daryl Jenkins on Tom Petty. Daryl Jenkins on Tom Petty. Daryl Jenkins on Tom Petty. Eric Reisman, I see your test, and Christy Moss from YouTube. Leonard Skinner, One More From the Road, $46.99. Leonard Skinner, One More From the Road. This is a music on vinyl remaster 2LP, $46.99. $46.99. England's Newest Hitmakers, the Rolling Stones, $31.99. So for the people who's worried about the connection being faster or worse or better, just if you're watching from Facebook, just 100% comment like you always have. And you'll notice it's not going to be any different the way it comes in. Now, up top, that feed, yes, but the way it comes in on ours, it's live. It's instant time. Now, when it plays back on yours, there's going to be a delay. That's what I think I'm having a difficult time explaining because I'm not good with that terminology. But when you comment now, it comes through our end immediately. And I know y'all can't see that, but because there's always going to be a delay. But right here on my phone and the comments on my monitor, it comes through immediately. Immediately. So, probably need Wi-Fi. Yeah, we do need probably better Wi-Fi. We got 9 devices watching this in the store too. So, this is Tom Petty. That is sold to Paul Brothers. Tom Petty sold to Paul Brothers. Next is last copy of Jimi Hendrix Live at Berkeley. Jimi Hendrix Live at Berkeley, $25.99. That is 2LP, 8-page book, great live show, $25.99. Last copy, no, we sold out of Dio Sacred Heart. This is Dio Last in Line, another great Dio album, $37.99. Dio Last in Line. How do you comment on YouTube? I guess just, I really don't know. I hadn't pulled it up yet on my end. So, the Beatles, 27 number 1 hits. The Beatles, 27 number 1 hits. That is $48.99. $48.99. $48.99. Jerry Stone said Rolling Stones. Okay, I didn't see that. Jerry Stone on Rolling Stones. Tanner, you're going to have to back me up a lot until I get this figured out a little bit more. By the way, if you're on YouTube right now, which I think a lot of you are, please subscribe to our page because I'm going to do a giveaway on there soon. So everybody, Brandon, I see your lag check on YouTube. So everybody can be on YouTube and subscribe, and I'm going to figure out a way to do a giveaway on there. So, all right, I'm now also going to attempt to move this cart so we can show our first bin of Fred Goodwin records. Let's see how well this works.
Where's your laptop?
My laptop?
Yeah.
I really don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I'm going to show this crate, and the way I'm standing, I can't even see the, I'm not really, let me get real close to it. Addison, you're halfway in the shot, by the way. No big deal, though. Just FYI. Paul Revere, Midnight Ride with Paul Revere. Now that does have a weird delay. I guess it's where I'm holding them like this. It gets the direct light where the camera is not really looking down on them anymore. So we got to raise our camera for sure, or lower it, because it almost needs to either be looking directly down on them, or the way I had it where there was no glare. So maybe like that. That's how y'all usually see them. I guess I can hold them like that. Paul Revere is $14.99. This is our first bin. Shepherd Michael wants Paul Revere. This is our first bin of the night of Fred Goodwin collection. Fred Goodwin collection. So that is what we are showing right now. New arrivals from the Fred Goodwin collection. Let me tilt this over like this and down. Okay. All right. Chris Ray. Whatever happened to Beanie Santini? Chris Ray is $9.99. New Fred Goodwin arrivals. Red Ryder Neruda in shrink wrap. Red Ryder, $19.99. The Spirit of 67, Paul Revere and the Raiders. Paul Revere and the Raiders is $14.99. How does this look? Paul Revere and the Raiders, Alice, Pink Puzz, that is $14.99. We have a train coming through town, just as always. Hartsfield. So the big upgrade we're going to have, let me let this, I just like trains with a passion. The big upgrade we're going to try to do before Wednesday or Thursday, the next time we have a live sale, is I'm going to have a camera, as always, it's mobile, okay? And I think y'all are really going to like that because it's going to be just like normal. And for us, it's going to be a game changer because the camera won't be fixed. I can walk around with a camera like I always do. So we're going to do that probably by the next feed. Alex Roman, Revere.
Move the camera up a little bit.
This way? Yeah.
That's probably enough.
Okay. All right. Alex Roman wants a Paul Revere. Let me know if you want the Spirit of 67 or the Pink Puzz. Already showed Hartsfield. Fat Mattress. Fat Mattress is $24.99. Johnny Cash inside a Swedish prison. This is a Bear Family pressing. $29.99. Never seen that one before. Johnny Cash inside a Swedish prison. $29.99. The Moody Blues, The Other Side of Life, is $14.99. Moody Blues, The Other Side of Life. And the Hollies Greatest Hits. Now, I've listened to this a lot lately. Love the Hollies. $19.99. Hollies Greatest Hits. Moody Blues Octave. Moody Blues Octave is $14.99. Shepherd Michael, first to Johnny Cash. That was inside a Swedish prison. Sold to Shepherd Michael. Lisa Montgomery, you were second. Paul Revere and the Raiders, Revolution is $14.99. Alex Roman wanted Paul Revere 67. This one right here, sold to Alex Roman. Sold to Alex Roman. We have Ramatam. I think that's what that is. $24.99. Just join us. We are live on Facebook and YouTube tonight. This is the Fred Goodwin collection. And no, the total viewer, if you're watching through Facebook, the total viewers in the top left is just YouTube viewers. You have to go to YouTube to see both. England Dan, John Ford Coley, shrink wrap. Love is the answer. Ooh, this is sealed. That's why it's got a hop sticker. $19.99. Every Mother's Son is $19.99. And that was the week that was. The BBC's tribute to JFK. That is $19.99. BBC's tribute to JFK. Next is Richard Nixon's commemorative edition, inaugural address. There you go, Richard Nixon, $19.99. Japanese pressings. Yes, I've got a whole bin of stuff we're about to start putting up for auction. Songs of the Depression, $19.99. Songs of the Depression. The Hollies. That's the one that's named Clark, Hicks, Sylvester, Calvert, Elliott. That is $14.99. The Hollies. Renaissance, live at Carnegie Hall. Renaissance, and that is $19.99. Bonnie Raitt, Green Light, is sealed. Sealed Bonnie Raitt, Green Light, $29.99. Johnny Cash, The Legend, on Sun, and that is $19.99. England Dan and John Ford Coley, Nights Are Forever, $9.99. Alex Roman, First to Kennedy. Alex Roman's, he was watching on both platforms, I think. Kennedy, that's sold to Alex Roman. Alex Roman also wants Nixon. Let's see. Sabrina was first to Johnny Cash. Sabrina was first to Tracks on Lag Check. Tracks on Lag Check. Sabrina first to Johnny Cash. Let me find that. And before anything else goes away, Shepard wants BR. That's Bonnie Raitt. So those are sold. So Johnny Cash went to Sabrina. Shepard got Bonnie Raitt. Next on Cash was Lisa. And then Shepard. Susie Breedlove. Susie Breedlove first on the Hollies. Susie Breedlove first on the Hollies. Let's see. You might, just like anytime, you might want to experiment both platforms until you figure. I bet, you know, server to server, Facebook and YouTube, you're probably going to have different connections. So we'll just, I don't know, just try it like always. Clear out your apps and, you know, make sure that you're you got the best absolute connection. Golf Instructions by Arnold Palmer. $24.99. This has got the 24-page book. Pretty cool. Golf Instructions from driver through putter by Arnold Palmer. 2LP with book. $24.99. You're My Girl, Romantic Reflections by Jack Webb. And this is $19.99. Shepard says, put back my Paul Revere from earlier. Walter Cronkite, The Way It Was, the 60s. Walter Cronkite. That is $24.99. Box set. Box set. Renaissance Novella. Renaissance Novella is $9.99. And another JFK tribute. This one is John Fitzgerald Kennedy, 1917-63, on Diplomat label. That is $19.99. Tracy McFadden, first on Arnold Palmer. Tracy McFadden, first on Arnold Palmer. Someone asked earlier the songs on the Depression record. Let me see what's on there. Songs from the Depression. Let's see here. Songs from the Depression. Trying to get some artists. It's just the Gold Digger song from the film Gold Diggers of 1933. We're Out of the Red song from film Stand Up and Cheer. Remember My Forgotten Man from the film Gold Diggers of 1933. Are You Making Any Money from the Moonlight? So yeah, a lot of early mid-30s songs from the Depression. Okay, that's sold. I'm going to have my other phone handy so I can see backups, because this is the same thing that's coming across on my phone here. So that was for Christy Moss if you want the Depression record. Tracy McFadden got the Arnold Palmer. And Alex Roman wants the Walter Cronkite box set. Sold to Alex Roman. Susie Breedlove wants both Hollies. I think we've already pulled her one. Let's get her the greatest hits, which I can't believe no one bought the first time around. That's sold to Susie. Alex Roman wants the other Kennedy record. So let me pull that for Alex. And those are both sold. I'm at a weird angle here, Tanner. I'm having to lay these behind me. Gunfighter Ballads. I'll go ahead and show that. Gunfighter Ballads, Marty Robbins, is $9.99. And Andy Griffin, Shouts, the Blues, and Old-Timey Songs. Andy Griffin is $29.99. I don't know if we've had that one before. $29.99. Okay, over here is Sounds of Solid Soul Volume 1 box set. $49.99. 7 LPs, and this has got a all-star lineup of soul artists, and this is a promotional from the United States Marine Corps. $49.99. $49.99. First to Marty Robbins was Chris Ferrara from YouTube. Chris Ferrara on YouTube. Philip Young, You Were Next. And then Sabrina asked if it's vintage. Billy asked if it was a 6-high. I'm not for sure what pressing it is. We'll take a look at it, though. It's the second label, Columbia. Yeah. Gunfighter Ballads. Hot record right now. Hot record right now. Let me lay that right over there. Yeah, that goes to Chris Ferrara. Philip Young was next, then Sabrina, then Billy, then Jeff Miller. And Rydell Martin wants the Classic Soul box set. That's sold to Rydell Martin. Fox on YouTube was next on Marty Robbins. And that's an example. We hadn't sold anything to anybody on YouTube that I didn't know who it was yet. But you may have to let us know if you do make a YouTube purchase. Winston Churchill, $19.99. No one bought Andy Griffin? Shouts to Blues and Old Timey Songs, that's $29.99. Winston Churchill spoken word record is $19.99. Bonnie Raitt, Sweet Forgiveness. Bonnie Raitt, $9.99. Sweet Forgiveness. This is Pele. Hey, we found another one. $19.99. Pele. David Howard on the Winston Churchill. So did David Howard. Are you showing more new arrivals? Yes. So this is the first bin of Fred Goodwin stuff. Jerry Stone, first to Andy Griffin. So did Jerry Stone. Billy Hurst, first to Pele. And I've got 2 or 3 more of these if anybody else wants one. The Pele soundtrack. That one sold to Billy Hurst. So quick update right quick. Actually, let me get through this bin and then we'll get everybody updated on what's going on. If you're just hopping on, just buckle up. Best of England Dan and John Ford Coley. So that's their greatest hits, $14.99. Alex, you were second on Churchill. David Howard was first. Babe Ruth, The Legend Comes to Life, narrated by Kurt Gowdy. That is sealed. Babe Ruth, The Legend Comes to Life, $29.99. Do all the yes, they're all promo copies. They're all promo copies. The labels aren't, but most of them, they all came from one source. So they all have punch holes, though. They're promos. Seals and Croft, 1 and 2, $19.99. Pele is $19.99. Pele is $19.99. The Undefeated, narrated by Norman Vincent Peale. Spot dramas of 19 famous people who overcame defeat. Kind of a historical spoken word record there, $19.99. Pele is $19.99, Troy Robinson. Story of a Broken Heart by Johnny Cash is $9.99. Johnny Cash, $9.99. Grand Prix of the United States, Sebring, 1959. This is on Riverside label, $24.99. Cool cover. Troy Robinson wants a Pele. Ed or Tanner, that's in the black customer request bin over there where Joe Satriani is. That's 2. We have 2 left over there. Lisa Montgomery, first to Cash. Johnny Cash sold, and then Troy wants a Pele. Jerry Stone asked for Andy. I already pulled that. I've already pulled that. Yeah, Jerry Stone got Andy Griffin. Misty was next on Cash. Bonnie Raitt, Taking My Time. Bonnie Raitt is $12.99, Taking My Time. Andy Griffin, and this is Andy and Cleopatra. Andy Griffin performs programs of his greatest comedy routines. Greatest comedy routines. That is $29.99. Wayne Heat on Bonnie Raitt. Wayne Heat on Bonnie Raitt.
How much is Pele?
Pele is $19.99. Johnny Cash and Jerry Lee Lewis sing Hank Williams. That is $9.99. Jeff said, I might have to buy something to test this on YouTube. Sean Foxborough wants Story. Was that, what was that? The Undefeated. What was Story? The Story, that was Johnny Cash. And then Chris Ferrara wants Grand Prix. Sold to Chris Ferrara. So Sean Foxborough wanted Johnny Cash Story or Story of a Broken Heart. Sean, that was already sold. Chris got Grand Prix. Sean Power says, I'll take an Andy. Sean, that's the next one we've got. Fred had a bunch of Johnny Cash Andy Griffin records because he met them quite often and had them autograph them. So that is sold to Sean Powers. How do I pay? Sean, if you're a first-time buyer, please make sure you message our page, Collect Co. If we have a first-time buyer on YouTube, I'll have to figure that out later. But right now, if you're a first-time buyer on Facebook, just message this page. Richard Davis on Bonnie Raitt. Richard, I think that one had already sold unless you want this one here. And then next was Lisa on Cash. Jess Lynn on Jerry Lee Lewis. That was this one here. Excuse me?
Who got that Bonnie?
The first one?
Yeah.
Wayne Heat.
Okay.
Yeah, Wayne Heat was the one that I think Richard was wanting. Jess Lynn got the Johnny and Jerry sing Hank Sr. Sean, the Grand Prix was $24.99. And I think we're caught up now. JFK, the presidential years, 60 to 63, a selection of greatest speeches, $19.99. Getting into some of Fred's spoken word stuff here. Nina Simone, Black is the Color, 2LP on the Trip label, $44.99. Johnny Cash, The Beginnings. Never seen that before. That is $9.99. Johnny Cash, The Beginnings. And Hank Williams, 40 Greatest Hits. Hank Williams, 40 Greatest Hits, $29.99. Mia Willis, First on Nina Simone. Your YouTube comment came in first, and then your Facebook comment. So we have Bonnie Raitt, Give It Up. Bonnie Raitt is $14.99. And next we have Leon Russell Live. Leon Russell's $29.99. Sorry if I'm to the end of the bin. The records may be getting cut off a little bit. Last one in this bin is Rare Earth in Concert. $24.99. $24.99. Lisa Montgomery on Hank. That's sold to Lisa Montgomery. Jess Lynn wants the $9.99 Johnny Cash. Sold to Jess Lynn. Alex Roman gets the Kennedy record. Richard Davis. You were first that time to Bonnie. Richard Davis. First to Bonnie Raitt. All right, now let's really test how well this feed can do, because we're about to run auctions and show buy it nows. But first, I'm going to recap this Fred bin. I'm going to read you the titles that's left. Let me know if you want anything that's still left in here. We have Rare Earth in Concert, Leon Russell Live, The Undefeated, spoken word. I see Eisenhower. I see Teddy Roosevelt and DiMaggio and Edison and Einstein. Seals and Croft, Babe Ruth. We have Best of England and John Ford Coley. Last Bonnie Raitt record. Paul Revere, Midnight Ride, Paul Revere and the Raiders. Renaissance, Jack Webb, Songs of the Depression. England and John Ford Coley. Renaissance, Every Mother's Son. England and John Ford Coley. That one's sealed. Ramatam, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Evolution. Moody Blues Octave. Moody Blues, The Other Side of Life. Fat Mattress, Hartsfield, Paul Revere again, Red Rider, and Chris Ray. Chris Ray. So we got 181 people watching, and we've got people on YouTube and Facebook tonight. We got 137 on YouTube, and we got 181 people, or 137 Facebook, 181 watching total. So there's probably a lot of people watching on both, though. So let me swing this around and see if I can show. We're going to show our next bin of new vinyl arrivals. Next bin of new vinyl arrivals. And we really didn't pull out pre-orders, did we? Have we really pulled out pre-orders? There may be some stuff in here. So I may get to a record because we didn't have time. The best price on England Dan's Greatest Hits. Chad, let me step right back over here and check that. Chad Duggan, that is $14.99. It is a near mint. I mean, I'm talking, it's a beautiful pressing. George Somer said, boo, he does not like new vinyl. It is Chris Reja. Billy Hurst YouTube test, I see you. Michael Harrell's also on YouTube. I don't think that Red Rider has Lunatic Fringe on it. I will read off the track list, though. Yeah. Usually people's looking for the one with Lunatic Fringe on it. But, okay. All right, let's show some new vinyl. Like I said, if I get to a title over here that I know we've got a waiting list for, I may have to pull it out right quick, and we'll have to fix it later because we didn't have time to do it like we usually do. Michael Potts, I see you. Chad Duggan said he'll take it. Chad Duggan said he'll take it. Alex, actually, the Ray Charles, even though it was not limited, the Ray Charles music on vinyl was allocated, just like Danger, Danger. I will be getting some, and I know I only had a few people pre-order, but they're delayed because they were so allocated. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, live at Carnegie Hall, 2 LP, $44.99. Next is one and only copy, Lamb of God, Wrath, $37.99. Next is Kiss, back in stock, the Gene Simmons picture disc, $36.99. And speaking of Kiss, I've got two of those. Let me start some new auctions, or our first auctions of the night. Where's my auction crate? Right here. Let me pull out a couple things, and let's do something low start, and let's do something high start. Kind of split the difference here. All right, Chad said he'll take it. So yeah, Ray Charles was allocated, and let's do these here. First is the Cult Wildflower. The Cult Wildflower, $10 start. This is a 12-inch single, OG 1987 on Sire, and it is near mint. And this is a $10 start on the Cult Wildflower 12-inch single. Now this thing here, I was very tempted to keep. $110 start. This is Soundgarden, the A-Sides, and this is sealed. A-Sides, Soundgarden's Greatest Hits, first hits compilation. limited edition, colored vinyl. I believe it's like a green swirl type vinyl. And it is $110 start. It is sealed. So Soundgarden is $110. The Colt was a $10 start. So we already got some bids on it. If you're bidding on the Colt, put Colt or C and then your bid. If you want to bid on Soundgarden, put Sound or S and then your bid. This is sealed, and it's a perfect seal on it too. Soundgarden A-sides. Really cool stuff there. And that's on colored vinyl. It's originally a record store day release. $110 start on that. I don't think there was any for sale on Discogs in the United States, and on eBay it's hard to get a copy shipped, probably for under $170. So Kiss Gene Simmons is $36.99. This is the Gene Simmons picture disc. Next is, I think we got a waiting list on this one, Tanner. We're going to pull Neil Young Reactor for right now. I think we got a couple people waiting on that one. And then we got Kiss Ace Frehley picture disc, $36.99. We were sold out of both of this, Ace Frehley and Gene Simmons. I got Keith at 17. I got Keith at 17 on the Colt. And Jeff, I think you were one of the people we have on the Neil Young waiting list. So I'm just going to pull that till we know for sure. There's Ace. There's more Ace. We got Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather. Now, we have this on our spreadsheet. It may be Jeff McIntosh. Somebody was waiting for this to come back in, and we couldn't find the original sticky note. This is $44.99, the expanded edition of Couldn't Stand the Weather. We've got two of them, technically only one if that person is watching that wanted one of those, but just to be honest, we misplaced the sticky note. So, Taste, music on vinyl, only one I have left, $38.99. Brandon Sanders is in on the Soundgarden, $110. Jeff McIntosh, oh, that's what I thought, Jeff. So, I got one available if you want it, $44.99. If he takes that, then there's one left. We got Keith at 17 on the Colt. I'm going to put that on a 2-minute timer. I've got another phone here, and I'm going to put that on a 2-minute timer. The Colt 12-inch single. You can bid, and if there's no new bids in 2 minutes, I'm done. Jay Lewis, put me down for that Taste. Sold to Jay Lewis. If you're a first-time buyer or you hadn't bought from us in a while, please make sure you message our page. That's Jeremiah Lewis, is Jay Lewis, Tanner.
Okay.
Clutch, music on vinyl, back in stock, $37.99. Jeff McIntosh said Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather, also sold. We got new bids on the Colt. We had Jess at 19. Keith is back in at 20, and Walt Cruz also bid 20 from YouTube. The Colt, excuse me, not the Colt, the Clutch, or Clutch, is $37.99. So we got one SRV left, and Neil Young Reactor. We got to pull that waiting list. We also need to pull this waiting list. Yingwei, we got some people waiting on those to come in. We'll show those after we get them all pulled. Colt's still being bid on. I'm going to put a 2-minute timer on the Soundgarden Greatest Hits or Soundgarden A-Sides. Brandon Sanders is at 110. Soundgarden A-Sides. Please don't let it bring that, especially to Brandon. You know, that's a steal. Psh, I won't sell it to him for 110. I'll renege. Kiss, Gene Simmons, $31.99. That's the black vinyl regular edition, $31.99. Kiss, Gene Simmons. Someone else needs to bid, you know. Suicidal Tendencies, still psycho punk after all these years. Suicidal Tendencies is $26.99. Solid Purple LP. Mike Massey's at $120. Now that's what I'm talking about. Mike Massey's at $120. The Weeknd. So due to overwhelming demand of the Weeknd records, we got the Weeknd's Greatest Hits. This is called Highlights. It's their $51.99, the Weeknd, $51.99. Okay, so Mike Massey and Joe Barrios, Joe Barrios and Mike Massey on Suicidal Tendencies. We have, whoa, things are fast now. Joe Barrios and Mike Massey on Suicidal Tendencies. Tanner, I'm laying those on top of that. Next was Troy Robinson on the Weeknd. And got any Crew? Motley Crue? Yes. We got some to auction off here in a minute. I got some OG sealed Motley Crue. And we got another Suicidal Tendencies. This is a picture disc. Suicidal Tendencies 13. These are $29.99. Brandon Sanders is back in at $121 on Soundgarden. The Colt is what we're bidding on. That's right there is sold. So, all right, everybody's still bidding. Colt out. Walt's out on the Colt. Keith is at 24. Jennifer Stem wants the Suicidal Tendencies picture disc. Thank you for letting me know exactly which one. Mike Massey's at 130 on Soundgarden. Let me recap our auctions before I move over here to another bin of OG stuff from Fred's collection. Stephen Roberts also wants a picture disc, Suicidal Tendencies. Jerry Stone, if you still have the Billy Joe box set, I may be interested. Okay. What year's Soundgarden? 131 on Soundgarden. Keith is back in on the Colt at 26. Let me recap these auctions. Then I'll recap this. Oh, great. There's another train coming through town. How many trains come through this town?
It's just one.
Golly.
Quick trips.
Are they bidding on YouTube? Can't see the bids. Yes, that's where the very tiny chat at the right is in. I will try to call it off as much as I can in case. You can always rotate your phone to horizontal so they come in, or so you can see a little bit better. If not, I'll just try to read them out as much as I can. I'll make sure everybody knows what the bid is though before we sell anything. Recap on their auctions. Here, if you see bids coming in for the Colt, it's this right here. The Colt Wildflower. The Colt Wildflower. This is a 12-inch single, 1987 on Sire. The current bid on that is Jess Lynn is out. So the high bid on that right now was Keith at 29. I'm going to put that on a 2-minute timer. The Colt Wildflower 12-inch single. Keith has it for 29. There's the 2-minute timer. The other auction is Soundgarden A-Sides. It's a sealed record store day, 2LP, green vinyl, kind of green swirl vinyl. Current bid on that is Brandon Sanders at $150. Him and Mike Massey's battling it out. Sealed Soundgarden. So they're bidding over there on the right-hand side. So you've got to check the small feed over there, but I will try to read it as much as you want to. You have to watch the feed on Chad's screen. Yes, that's the big feed at the top, on the main screen. YouTube won't be coming in on Facebook. Here's what's left in this bin. I got one Suicidal Tendencies picture disc left, $29.99. We've got 2 copies of the Highlights, The Weekend. This is their greatest hits, $51.99. Weston, I see your YouTube test. Mike Massey's at $160 on Soundgarden. Brandon Sanders is at $170. There's 1 minute left on the Colt. Suicidal Tendencies, Seal Psycho Punk after all these years, $26.99. We have Kiss, Gene Simmons. Kiss, Gene Simmons, black vinyl, $31.99. I'm getting tongue twisted. I hadn't had my daily monster. We still got the Clutch. Clutch is music on vinyl, $37.99. We got 3 of those available. We have 1 copy left of Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather, $44.99. Jerry Pennick wants The Weekend, sold to Jerry Pennick. Mike Massey's at $200 on Soundgarden. Mike Massey's at $200 on Soundgarden. Brandon Sanders is at $210. Kiss, Ace Frehley picture disc, $36.99. Kiss, Gene Simmons, $36.99. And 1 copy of Lamb of God, Raft, $37.99. And Stevie Ray Vaughan, Double Trouble, $44.99. It should all be on one. The feed that's on your screen on the right-hand side, that's everything. That's YouTube, and I know it's small, but if you can see that, then you can see it. The absolute best format to use is probably a laptop. Yeah, I know everybody don't have a laptop, but if you do, you want to watch on there. It's going to give you a big advantage to everybody else. So. Fred Goodwin, crate number 2 for tonight. Fred Goodwin, crate number 2. Let's do it. Cold Blood, $34.99. Cold Blood, Cepheus, something like that. Brandon Sanders is at $245 on Soundgarden. The Colt is sold, by the way. I see my timer. Tanner, if you can grab that. Keith Silvis at $29 on the Colt. Keith, that's sold to you. Greg Ken Band with the Naked Eye. Greg Ken Band is $14.99. Mike Massey's at $265 on Soundgarden. Did you get any more Stevie Ray Vaughan Soul to Soul? No, I did not. No, I did not. The Grassroots, their 16 greatest hits. Grassroots 16 greatest hits is $19.99. Tilt the camera up a little bit. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, maybe not. Let me fasten this a little bit. I think I just lowered it. Grassroots is $19.99. Brandon Sanders is at $275 on Soundgarden. Grassroots sold to Alex Roman. Hawkwind, where's Wayne Titsworth? Hawkwind Space Ritual. Got some tongue twisters in here tonight. $49.99. Hawkwind Space Ritual, $49.99. Mike Massey, this is $300 on Soundgarden. So if the feed on the right includes Facebook and YouTube, can't that feed be scroll on Facebook as well? No, it is on Facebook, but it's not at the bottom where you comment. Wayne Titsworth, first to Hawkwind. Scott Plants, first to Cold Blood. Tim Besaw, you were second to Hawkwind. Brandon Sanders is out on Soundgarden. We've got Mike Massey at 300. Let me go get my timer. Mike Massey's at 300 on the sealed Soundgarden. Mike Massey on the sealed Soundgarden. Let's see here. Well, I got a lot of notifications on my phone. Okay. 2-minute timer. Where were we? Mike Massey's at 300. 2-minute timer. The Best of Merle Haggard. The Best of Merle Haggard is $19.99. Johnny Cash, Bitter Tears, Ballads of the American Indian, $19.99. Johnny Cash. Little Deuce Coupe, The Beach Boys, $24.99. And The History of Rhythm and Blues, this is Volume 8. Volume 8, $14.99. You got Wilson Pickett on here, Benny King, Solomon Burke, The Drifters, Joe Tex, Otis Redding. Just to Satisfy You, Waylon Jennings, $39.99. Just to Satisfy You. Adam Hartmother, I hadn't showed that yet, Caleb. Paul Beal, I see your test. I don't have Johnny Cash, Greatest Hits Volume 1. Well, if I do, it's going to be in one of these bins. Apple, Alan Jonathan, HRB, History of Rhythm and Blues, sold to Alan Jonathan. That Hawkwind was an OG, Wayne. Keith Silvas, first on Merle Haggard. That was Merle Haggard's best of, sold to Keith. Rydell Martin, you were second on History of Rhythm and Blues. And we have My Love Affair with Trains, Merle Haggard. This is $14.99. My Love Affair with Trains, $14.99. 40 seconds left on the Soundgarden. Brian Holland. This is on Uni. This has probably my favorite Brian Holland song on it, Gypsy Woman. Nice copy on Uni, only $14.99. It's Soundgarden Canada. No, Soundgarden is a U.S. pressing. U.S. pressing. Johnny Cash, Water from the Wells of Home. Johnny Cash is $19.99. A tribute to Leadbelly, his song sung by friends Arlo Guthrie for Woody. This is $24.99. This is Red Roads and the Detours is $19.99. And Beach Boys Christmas album, $19.99. Capital pressing. So, okay. Soundgarden's up. Soundgarden's up. That is 300 to Mike. Let me get that name again. Mike Massey, $300 on the sealed Soundgarden up there. Jeff McMaster on BB, Beach Boys. Merle Haggard loves trains. Chad does not. I like toy trains. I like toy trains because I've made a lot of money off toy trains. I've bought and sold a lot of Lionels over the years, and Marks, and other ones. Leon Redbone. Champagne Charlie, promo copy, $16.99. Johnny Cash, more of Old Golden Throat, $19.99. This is another. We got, Fred had a lot of, let me get my orientation down. Fred had a lot of Bear Family records, especially Johnny Cash. Alan Jonathan, first on Leon, sold to Alan Jonathan. Next is Waylon's Greatest Hits, $24.99. Nice looking copy. Chris, you were second on Leon Redbone. The Best of the Beach Boys on Citaton series. That is $19.99. And Johnny Cash, Orange Blossom Special, a UK pressing, $19.99. I always like that cover. Next is Middle of the Road, Burbank. $19.99. Warner Brothers Sampler from 1972, $19.99. Marco V, First to the Beach Boys. Marco V, First to the Beach Boys. Next is Jerry Rafferty, Al. Jerry Rafferty Al is $14.99. That's in shrink wrap. If you only knew, Susie Quattro. Susie Quattro is $19.99. Marco V, Beach Boys, I've already pulled it. Sean Foxbauer, OBS, Orange Blossom Special. Sold to Sean Foxbauer. Josh Huddleston, you were next on Cash. Middle of the Road, Jerry Rafferty, Susie Quattro. The Best of Procol Harum. Best of Procol Harum is $24.99. It's a white label promo. Best of Procol Harum. White label promo. How much was Waylon? Waylon's greatest hits was $24.99. Which Japanese pressing are you referring to most, Sean? And I will try to find it. But I do have two more here that I need to show or put up first. These are some OG sealed. Let's do these. See if we get any activity on these. How much was Waylon? Sean wants pro call. So to Sean, Billy Hurst put all of them. Caleb Hightower, you were second on pro call Harem, all of them. And Susie wants Waylon Jennings. All right, so those are sold. Here's our next two auctions. This is a 1978 OG Casablanca, of course. Let me get this glare off of it. That's tough. It's got the sleeve on it and the shrink wrap. That one's tough to show. But it's a $45 start. Sealed. Gosh, I can't. I'm going to have to move the entire contraption. It is sealed, though. $45 start. This one's bad. It's got one of these really glossy sleeves, and I don't know why the glare is so different from this angle, but it is. That's a $45 start on Kiss, Peter Criss, and then we have Motley Crue. This is a sealed. Let me just move the whole cart for right now. Well, that's not helping, is it? That's weird. It's like a blinding light right through the middle of it. Motley Crue, Girls, 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 1987 OG sealed. $155 start. Motley Crue, Girls, 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 1987 US OG sealed. This is sealed. It is a US pressing. It is OG. This is not a club, and it is sealed, and it's a $155 start. Motley Crue, Girls, Girls, Girls. And yes, Kiss is also a OG, not a club, and it is sealed. It's a $45 start. I'm going to lay those right over here before I drop them. Okay. How much was the Beatles #1 vinyl? That was $48.99, Jack. $48.99. Is Chris sealed? Yes. Is Peter Criss sealed OG? Yes. Is Crew a club pressing? No, it's an OG. Walt Cruz wants Susie Quattro. There's Walt Cruz's Susie Quattro. GT is in on Chris at 45. Is Chris a cut corner? Chris does have a cut corner. He has a cut corner here, and he has a tear in the shrink up here right across his last name. Cut corner. Other than that, it's very nice. We got a GT at 45. Motley Crue is 155. The Beach Boys' greatest hit, 61 to 63, and that is $14.99. The Beach Boys' greatest hit, 61 to 63, $14.99. Johnny Cash, $14.99. Jerry Rafferty, can I have my money back? Jerry Rafferty is $14.99. The World of Johnny Cash, and this is a Taiwan pressing, $14.99 Taiwan pressing. They've actually put it on two LPs, Taiwan pressing, $14.99. Very strange covers on these, $14.99 for that Cash. Jerry Rafferty. Here's the Jerry Rafferty you want, City to City. That is $14.99. The Raiders, Indian Reservation, is $14.99. Paul Revere and the Raiders' greatest hits, back-to-back Raiders, $14.99. Leon Redbone, Double Time. Leon Redbone is $16.99. Renaissance, Azor Dior, Renaissance, $9.99. Lionel Richie, Dancing on the Ceiling, is sealed, $29.99. John Wilson from YouTube, first on Jerry Rafferty, City to City. Jerry Rafferty, City to City. Next is Randy on HE. HE. Randy, let me know what that is. Then David Robertson first on Leon Redbone. And Susie wants Raiders, the first one I showed. That was Indian Reservation. Sold to Susie Breedlove. Next is Carlene Rollins on Lionel Richie. Sold. All three of those are sold. And we'll see what Randy Scarborough wanted with HE. May have just been a mistake. Johnny Cash, Story of a Broken Heart. This is a different label and cover variation. We had one earlier. Same record, $9.99. Santana, Welcome. Santana Welcome is $14.99. And Jimmy Reed at Carnegie Hall. This is a white label promo copy. Jimmy Reed at Carnegie Hall, $34.99. And Lionel Richie, Dancing on the Ceiling, 12-inch single, special remix, $14.99. Dustin Krull wants Johnny Cash, Story of Broken Heart, sold to Dustin Krull. If you're a first-time buyer, please message the page. Please message the page if you're a first-time buyer. Y'all really probably heard my neck pops in. The microphone's right next to my throat. Whew. Probably was like, what was that? I'm about to put Peter Criss on a timer. We got one bid for $45. Kiss, Peter Criss, solo album, sealed. One bid for $45, GT Bass. I'm going to put that on a timer. There's the 2-minute timer. GT, you've got that for $45. Still looking for a bid. Calvin Ward, Motley Crue, 145 start. I'll do that. Bid, Calvin, put Crew 145, and I will officially accept that bid. I know you haven't got to yet is Adam and OG 70. Caleb, it's not a reissue, but I don't know what pressing it is. So that's in one of our bins. I'm going to try to do Fred's stuff first, and then quick little pause about tonight's lineup. We got 2 more bins of new vinyl. We've got 2 more bins of Fred records, 2 bins of our own vintage new arrivals, and we've got 4 bins of putbacks, and those are like packed full. It's really 6 bins of putbacks and non-payments. It's not really putbacks, it's non-payments. So we got a lot to show tonight, and it's already 8:12. So Andy Griffin, Just for Laughs, is $19.99. Andy Griffin, Just for Laughs. We got Santana Moonflower. Santana Moonflower, $24.99. The Best of Leon. Leon Russell's $19.99. So we got Calvin Ward at $145 on Motley Crue, and we've got Wayne Carr on Andy Griffin. And we've got GT, 45 seconds left on the Peter Criss. Walt Disney's Jungle Book, very nice, 1978, with the book, and the record is near mint, $39.99. So hard to find these Disney records perfect. This one's perfect, the Jungle Book, $39.99. Wayne Carr first on Andy Griffin. The Marshall Tucker Band, Long Hard Ride, $14.99. Crystal on JB, Jungle Book, sold to Crystal. The feed is much better. Yeah, I think it's probably because we had so many people, as soon as we go live, so many people get on at once, and everybody was commenting. It probably literally throttled Facebook. So
Last time we had the video live, but we didn't have the video live. We had an open lobby for people to join in.
Okay.
Before we started.
Johnny Cash, Hymns from the Heart, $14.99. What Tanner was saying is this time we just went straight live. We do have a little feature. We can press a button, and we can...
They go into a lobby.
Yeah, it's basically y'all go to a lobby, and it's like y'all are just sitting there waiting for us to actually start. Seals and Croft. Seals and Croft is $14.99, and we have Bob Dylan Biograph box set. This is only $49.99, and it's beautiful. It's a Bob Dylan Biograph box set. Has the book, all the discs are there, original inner sleeves, and it's near mint. The box is in really nice shape, too. That's only $49.99. That's like the Bob Dylan Essentials. So Crystal got Jungle Book, then Sabrina, Paul Beal from Facebook on Johnny Cash. Chad Williams was next from YouTube. And
You got those mixed up. Paul Beal was on YouTube.
Paul Beal's on YouTube, yeah. Chad Williams was second on Facebook. So the blue comments have got to go through on Facebook. Well, yeah, if you're commenting on the screen on YouTube, the embedded feed, let me see if I can, it's this way. Well, yeah, this part, this part over here, that's on everybody's feed the same way. That's on mine, yours, everybody's. Y'all are all seeing the same thing over here, and that's what we're going by. Zach, this is vinyl. This is 100% vinyl. This is 100% vinyl. Biograph is like a compilation. I mean, first track is Lay Lady Lay from Nashville Skyline, and I mean, you know, it's just like a greatest hits. So YouTube is slightly ahead. So yeah, it may be back and forth, and some nights it may not be like that. Okay, let's sell both of these, Tanner. Calvin Ward got Motley Crue for $145. GT got Peter Criss for $45. Those are both sold. Both OGs sealed. All righty.
Calvin Ward, 145.
Calvin Ward, 145, and GT Bass, 45. Let me rotate this card around, and let me go over here and show a bin of new arrivals on new vinyl right quick.
That is not Fred's
This is not Fred stuff. No, this is all new sealed. This is all new sealed. We're about to start Jack new vinyl. First, we got Evel Knievel from Funko Pop. Evel Knievel on motorcycle. These are $49.99. Evel Knievel, new, or I don't know how new it is, but it's new from our distributor, Funko Pop Evel Knievel, $49.99 if that interests anybody. I've got 2 of those available. Next, let's do some new vinyl. Back in stock. I didn't let anybody know, but we've got it back in stock. This is Black Sabbath Paranoid, $34.99. U.S. pressing remaster. I've been out of stock, I think, since Thanksgiving when we put them on sale. $34.99, Black Sabbath. First to the Bob Dylan was John Wilson. John Wilson. Josh Duvall, you were second. John Wilson gets the Bob Dylan Biograph box set. So, Mad Lomax, who's that? Let me know who you are, Mad Lomax. You get a Black Sabbath, and so does Anthony Murphy. I'm assuming that's Tony Murphy. 2 Black Sabbaths sold to them. I think I've got 10 or 12 left. 8, something like that. Randy Scarborough also wants a Black Sabbath. But yeah, that feed, did you pull the waiting list for Neil Young Reactor? No, I haven't. We haven't had time.
Probably won't show that until part 2.
Probably won't do that till part 2. Sean also wants a Black Sabbath. Tanner Mad Lomax is David Robertson. Van Halen. I had this earlier, import pressing. This is a much cheaper U.S. pressing remaster. This is Van Halen, $31.99. Van Halen is $31.99. That's the U.S. pressing. Remaster. Chris Bellman at Bernie Grunman Mastering. Excuse me, let me restart. Lacquers cut by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grunman Mastering. Remastered from the original analog tapes. That is $15 cheaper than the other version we have. Van Halen is $31.99. William Meadows wants one, and so does Jerry Stone. Those are sold and sold. Chad, I don't think you've seen my comment. I wanted Lionel Richie. Did you want the sealed one? Somebody got a sealed one. Do you want the 12-inch single we still had, Francis? Jerry Stone. So William Meadows and Jerry Stone on Van Halen. Vernon also wants one. So this one's $15 cheaper than the imports we had. These are pressed in the U.S. Much cheaper than having to import something. Man, we've been waiting for this to come back in, and we only got 3 of them. This is actually a heavily allocated Led Zeppelin reissue. Led Zeppelin 3. Led Zeppelin 3 is $29.99. We only have 3 of them. Greg also wants a Van Halen, and Francis does want the Lionel Richie 12-inch single. I didn't recap that Fred bin. I may have to come over here and recap it because I only went through it once. Francis Drennan wants this right here. Francis wants the Lionel Richie Dancing on the Ceiling from the Fred collection. Yeah, I've heard this is really good. This is all analog. Jackpot's a sear lag. So there's Led Zeppelin 3. And Randy Scarborough wants one. Jack also see your lag check from YouTube. Jennifer Chandler wants a Van Halen. So did Jennifer Chandler. That's been out of print for a long time, by the way. Or I should say out of stock. Next is Suicidal Tendencies. And this is one of these random color vinyl variants. They're $28.99. And it's on a random color. Who knows what until you open it. $28.99. Turner, the Led Zeppelin 3, I've got 2 left. They're $29.99. These are very well made too. I mean, the cover and stuff on them, it's got the exact replica cover like the others, like the OG.
I need another Van Halen from you.
Tanner needs another Van Halen, and Paul Brothers also wants a Van Halen. So who did I miss? Did I just not pull enough?
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't pull enough. Brian wants a Black Sabbath. Brian, let us know your last name. Is that Brian Case, maybe? And Mark Barbosa wants a Van Halen. Mike wants a Van Halen, or excuse me, Mark. Mark, if you're a first-time buyer, please make sure you message our page through Facebook, Collect Co. And welcome. And this is our first show of the week. We're going to have hundreds and hundreds of more records to show tonight, and then we got a show Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. George Buchanan, you missed me on Van Halen. Is that who I missed, Tanner?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, Tanner got you. Tanner got that. So Brian, Black Sabbath, Mark on Van Halen, David Howard on Led Zeppelin 3. David Howard on Led Zeppelin 3. Brian is Brian Case. And then how much was Chicken? Chicken? Who was Chicken? And then William Meadows also on a Van Halen. I feel like we already pulled one of those for him. Did we? Let me get my other phone over here. William Meadows. I could have swore, William, we had you earlier. Maybe not. William Meadows, Van Halen. See if we already got him for one. I think we do. So Suicidal Tendencies is $28.99. Now, speaking of imports, this is the only way we can get this. They're $51.99, but it's the only way we can get it. Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time. This is the only way they're in stock and in print right now. This is a UK import. They're $51.99. Yeah, Parlophone. This is the UK version, Parlophone. $51.99. But if you want it, that's the only way we can get it right now. Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time. So Turner Burns takes the last Led Zeppelin 3. Now, I've got a bunch of these on the way, but that's all we have on hand right now. Turner, Led Zeppelin 3. How much was Van Halen? William, I've got you for one. They are $31.99. And like I said, I've got a UK copy sitting over there on the shelf that's $15 more. This is about the best price we can make these, the US pressing. Greg, I see your lag check. I didn't pull one for William Meadows? Okay, maybe I seen his comment and I didn't read it out loud, so there's William Meadows. Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time. Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time, $51.99. Suicidal Tendencies. I still got all three of those. Random Color, $28.99. Van Halen is $31.99, and I'm surprised we didn't sell out of Black Sabbath, but everybody may already have one. This is one of the greatest albums of all time, in my opinion. Paranoid, $34.99. It's got Iron Man on it, Paranoid, War Pigs, Electric Funeral, Hand of Doom, Rat Salad, $34.99. Black Sabbath Paranoid. That's the 50th anniversary remaster. All right, where's one of our bins at? We've done 2 bins of Fred. We've done 3 bins of new arrivals. Right here, let's do a bin. Oh yeah, this is some good stuff in here. Let's do a bin of new arrivals from our inventory. And then we're going to show all new arrivals, then we're going to get into putbacks. So we may not show all those amazing non-payments and putbacks until when? Maybe part 2. We'll see. Let me get this situated here. How about right there? And maybe like that. We'll see how that looks. Planet Caravan. Yeah, that's a good one too. William Meadows on Black Sabbath. William Meadows on Black Sabbath. All right. These are, is this check condition? I don't know what this is. This is just our inventory new arrivals. I honestly don't know what's in here. Jerry Lee Lewis sings the Country Music Hall of Fame Hits Volume 1. Jerry Lee Lewis, $9.99. What is the Suicidal... Aaron, that is Suicidal Tendencies 13, Collector's Edition Picture Disc. Those are $29.99. Next is Moody Blues, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor. This is $19.99. Can you put up some more auctions? Yeah, let me do that. Let me find... well, I've only got this one ready, and then I need to definitely do this bin here. This is a Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love, 1982 USOG. I'm grading it a VG+. It's not bad, though. It's a $65 start. Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love, 1982 USOG, Red Electra label. $65 start on that. That's our next auction. I'll lay it right up there. Let's get to those non-payments. What did can you put, Jess Lynn wanted JLL. Let me do this in order. Jess Lynn, JLL. Next is 13. Was there a Brian Holland? Yes, it's already sold. Wayne Heat, you were next on Lewis. George Buchanan is 65. How did you find the Collect Company YouTube channel? I'll leave that up to the customers too. The Moody Blues, Every Good Boy, that is $19.99, Sean, $19.99. Putbacks, let's do a bin of putbacks after this, actually. Because yeah, this is up for auction. We got one bid, George is at 65. Next is more Jazzercise, International Jazz Fitness Program. There you go, $9.99. Another one, Jazzercise, $9.99. Look What I Got for You, Rusty Warren. Rusty Warren is $14.99. Andreas Voldenweider, White Winds, $9.99. Calvin Ward is at 67 on Motley Crue. Tim Weisberg, Traveling Light, is $9.99. We have Songs of Christofferson in shrink wrap, $14.99. Dean Martin for the Good Times. Dean Martin for the Good Times, $9.99. Ginger Baker. This is one of those cream. I think every member of Cream had one. This is the Ginger Baker one, $34.99. It's like a compilation. Clarence Gatemouth Brown, $19.99. Clarence Gatemouth Brown pressure cooker. Yeah, by the way, if you get on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel so we can get that built up. And I wish I had time. I do. I don't. But if I make time, I'd like to post like 2 videos a day on there, just either talking about records or showing something. Paul Brothers is at 70 on Motley Crue. Francis Drennan was first to Chris Christofferson. Richard Davis, you were first to Clarence. And then Alan Jonathan was next. And then Jay Lewis. And then Riverbend Records put subbed. And Condition on Crew, let me get that. Jay Lewis for Jeremiah. Riverbend put subbed. Let me figure out if I can figure out what that is. And then TPD615 said Condition on Crew. And also, yeah, Crew is a VG Plus by my standards. So it's about a 6 on a 10 scale. Let me get a good look at it here. I mean, I don't... On y'all's end, it's probably, but I mean, it's nice. It's nothing to, I mean, you can see the gloss on it. I'm looking at this side right here and I see no marks on it. Let me look at the other side here. Yeah, I mean, it's just got, I mean, it really don't even have superficials on it. So, that's a nice copy. Oh, just letting you know, we subscribe to your YouTube. Thank you, Riverbend Records. I don't know if you're just a new viewer or if you're a regular customer, but thank you. Sub means subscribe. Oh, thank you. I'm learning my YouTube lingo. Subbed is meaning subscribed. Yeah, rookie to YouTube. I watch it a lot. I watch all these cool people make all these cool videos, and I'm like, man, maybe I should do this. And I got to make the time. I can do it. I just got to make time. The Dave Brubeck Quartet plays music from West Side Story. Dave Brubeck is $14.99. Paul Brothers, I've got you at 75 on Motley Crue. That's the Way I Feel Now, Thelonious Monk. A tribute to Thelonious Monk. A tribute to Monk. That's $29.99, 2 LP, and that is a gold stamp promo. Nat Adderley Quintet. Nat Adderley Quintet is $19.99. By the way, these here came from the radio station purchase in Murfreesboro from the MTSU radio station. So if you see this tape and catalog number, that was from their archive. That's where those it was a jazz radio station in the late 60s, 70s, and 80s, and we bought out their inventory. Pretty much all digital. Well, actually now they're they're called Roots Radio, but this is from that radio station. If you see that sticker, that red tape, that's from the radio. We didn't try to remove any of that. I guess it's just part of it. You just know it come from a radio station. Marcia Baker, first on the Nat Adderley, but we're still working that out. We've got boxes and boxes full of that stuff we hadn't even touched yet. It was thousands of records. Harry Connick Jr. Harry Connick Jr. is $49.99. I've never seen that one before. That's from the radio station. And thanks everybody for subscribing. If you make sure you subscribe on YouTube, make sure also you like our page on Facebook. That's just as important. Neil Young Decade is $39.99. Has some cover damage on it, but 3 LP, greatest hits, $39.99. Don't you have to be somewhat cool to make YouTube videos? Yeah, I guess so. Brandon, maybe you can come make me, you can make a video on how not to be a Florida Gator fan. Heart, self-titled, $14.99. Heart's $14.99. Different Strokes. This is a compilation. 19 contemporary artists perform music of our time. $14.99 for Different Strokes. Carly Simon, Boys in the Tree. $9.99. Simon & Garfunkel's Greatest Hits is $14.99. Simon & Garfunkel Bookends, $14.99. C.W. McCall, Black Bean Road, has Convoy on it. Always requested. $9.99. The Air Supply, the one that you love, Air Supply is $9.99. Alvin Lee, Pump Iron. Alvin Lee, Pump Iron is $19.99. Tim Holloway wants Bookends. Tim Holloway takes Bookends. Caleb Hightower on BE. BE for Caleb Hightower. That was Bookends. Already sold Caleb. Francis wants CW. That's C.W. McCall. Sold to Francis and Sean Foxbower you were second on that. Air Supply, Alvin Lee, Commodores. So the two Commodores album is Natural High, $9.99, and Commodores, that's called Midnight Magic. That one's $9.99. Godspell. Godspell is $19.99. Nelson Riddle and his orchestra, more TV themes. Beverly Hills, Lucy Show, Bonanza, Andy Williams, Lawrence Welk, McHale's Navy, Have Gun, Real Travel, $14.99. Lou Rawls, She's Gone. Lou Rawls is $19.99. Next is Kenny Rogers, 10 Years of Gold. Greatest Hits, $9.99. Poussette Dart Band, Amnesia is $19.99. And The Best of Rod Stewart, Volume 2, $22.99. Let me put a timer on Motley Crue. I've got Paul Brothers at 75 on the Motley Crue Too Fast for Love. Let me go over here and get my timer, and we're going to put that on a timer. Paul Brothers is at 75 on the Motley Crue. You got 2 minutes left if you want in on it. It's a 1982 OG, super clean copy. I put a VG Plus on it being ultra conservative. Stacy Brown, first to Kenny. That was Kenny Rogers. And Alex Roman wants the Nelson Riddle TV themes. Classic. Alex is stocking up on 60s nostalgia tonight with all the Kennedy stuff and TV themes. Pretty Poison. Pretty Poison, $19.99. Flip Wilson, You Devil You, is $14.99. Flip Wilson. Atlanta Rhythm Section, Quinella, Atlanta Rhythm Section, $9.99. Atlanta Rhythm Section, Champagne Jam, that is also $9.99. ARS. Aztec Two-Step is $19.99. We've got The Age of Aquarius, The Fifth Dimension, is $14.99. Chris Christopherson and Rita Coolidge, Full Moon, is $14.99. Faith, Hope, and Charity. This is $14.99. It's a full album. It's some kind of import, though. Where's this made? It's got a really strange cover on it. So, not for sure. Faith, Hope, Charity. African Sanctus, David Fanshawe, $19.99. The Commodore's Greatest Hits, $14.99. John Cougar, American Fool, $19.99. The Godfather soundtrack is $34.99. And The Godfather Part 2 soundtrack, promo copy, $34.99. Those were nice. Rydell Martin wants Faith, Hope, and Charity. Tanner, you might need to fix the inner sleeve on that one. It was one of those plastic ones, and it got all ruffled up in there. That's sold to Rydell Martin. Josh Duvall on the John Cougar. William Meadows on the Commodore's Greatest Hits. Preston Rogers on Godfather Part 2. Man, that looks a lot nicer than the one I have. I spent a lot of hours watching that film. And this one, Godfather Part 1. Mick Jagger as Ned Kelly, soundtrack, promo copy, $24.99. Next is Terrence Trent D'Arby. That is the OG of that, $29.99. This is Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Getaway. This is a 2016 pressing, $34.99. Preston also wants Part 1. He takes both of the Godfathers. TTD, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Queen's Greatest Hits Volume 2 is $39.99. Stacy, I have you second on that. I have you second on, hold on a second. Yeah, Stacy, you were second on John Cougar. Josh Duvall was first to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Dolan, I think your autocorrect got you, but you were second anyways. Then Paul Beal, then Preston Rogers, then Dolan. We have Frank Zappa and Mothers of Invention, Roxy and Elsewhere, promo sticker on the front. Promo label, too, $44.99. That's a promo copy. Commodore's All-Time Greatest Hits. Another Commodore's Greatest Hits. Lady, Brick House, 3 Times Lady. That one's $14.99. Janie C. Riley's Greatest Hits is $9.99. Janie C. Riley. And this is the White Album. This is a reissue. This is the 50th Anniversary Edition, $49.99. Doll and Peppers. Next is Wayne Carr on the Commodores. Josh Duvall, you were second. Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare is $26.99. So Wayne Carr on the Commodores, then Josh Duvall, then Troy Robertson, then Carlene Rollins, then Scott Plants. Steely Dan, Pretzel Logic, $49.99. Was this the German copy? We had a copy This one should be $34.99. This copy's 30. In the putbacks, we got a German copy that I think is either $44.99 or $49.99. This one's $34.99. And we had the Ginger Baker earlier. Here's the Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton at his best, $34.99. $34.99. Has early blue stuff, Blind Faith, solo work, and cream stuff. $34.99. Josh Huddleston on Steely Dan. Tanner, make sure that goes in as $34.99. And then Michael Bohannon was next. White as in the Beatles. Yes, the White Album, the Beatles. That is the 50th anniversary remaster edition, $49.99. Robbie Reasonover wants the Queen's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. TTD George was $29.99. That's the OG of that. We also have reissue still in stock. All right, let's do a recap of this bin. I'm going to start from the back. I'm just going to read titles. If you want to know price, let me know. Moody Blues, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor. Jazz Exercise. Warren Wilkie said Take. That was on the Beatles' White Album. And Wayne Heat takes the Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. So Warren Wilkie got White Album. Wayne Heat wants the Alice Cooper. George Buchanan also takes the TTD. So did George Buchanan. So Moody Blues, Jazz Exercise. Rusty Warren, Look What I Got For You. Andrews Voldenwater, White Winds. Tim Weisberg, Traveling Light. We have Dean Martin for the Good Times. That Queen was $39.99. Yes, Greatest Hits Volume 2. Ginger Baker at his best. I don't see that one as often as I do the Clapton or the Jack Bruce one. Jimi Hendrix, Blues. That was Preston Rogers. That was over. We're sold out of that. We'll have to put him on a waiting list. That was from our very first New Arrivals bin. Preston, I will put you on a waiting list for Jimi Hendrix Blues. Dave Brubeck, Quartet. Dave Brubeck is $14.99. A tribute to Thelonious Monk is $29.99. Harry Connick Jr. still available. Neil Young Decade. Robert Johnson on GB. That's the Ginger Baker. Sold to Robert Johnson. Heart, self-titled. Different Strokes compilation. That has songs from Big Brother and the Holding Company, Miles Davis, Poco, Chambers Brothers, Johnny Winter, Laura Nero. Carly Simon, Boys in the Trees. Simon & Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. That's a collection essential if you don't have one. Air Supply. Alvin Lee, Pump Iron. Commodore's Natural High. Commodore's Midnight Magic. Godspell. Lou Rawls, She's Gone. Poussette Dart Band, Amnesia. The Best of Rod Stewart, Volume 2. Pretty Poison. Philip Young takes the Neil Young Decade, sold to Philip Young. We have Flip Wilson, You Devil You. Atlanta Rhythm Section, Quinella. Atlanta Rhythm Section, Champagne Jam. Aztec Two-Step. Age of Aquarius, The Fifth Dimension. Chris and Rita. Chris Christopherson. Africa Sanctus. David Fanshaw. Mick Jagger as Ned Kelly soundtrack. Promo copy, Zappa and Mothers of Inventions, a promo copy. Janie C. Riley's Greatest Hits, featuring Harper Valley PTA. And then Robert, if you got Ginger Baker, then you need Eric Clapton. And then after that, you'll just need the Jack Bruce at his best. Okay, I've got a bin of some killer New Arrival type stuff right over here. Kind of stuff I've got ready separate. Let me move the cart to me. Let me go ahead and show Joan Jett, since Joan just got revealed. Joan Jett is $24.99. It's a near mint, ultrasonically clean pressing. I'm going to go ahead and lay that over here because I have a feeling somebody's going to want it. Joan Jett, $24.99. This is some killer stuff, okay? So just let me crack my knuckles. Let me rub my hands together. First to Joan Jett was Jess Lynn. All right. Are y'all ready? Shepard Michael, you were second. How many people we got watching right now? 187 on both platforms. Great. Thanks for joining us. Did I win crew? Yes. What was the last bid on that? Paul, you did. Was it 75? Let me see if I can find it right quick. Yeah, 75. Paul Brothers got Motley Crue. Queensryche is $64.99. This is a 1983 Japanese OG, $64.99. No Obi, near mint copy though. Cover and vinyl. $64.99. Beautiful. Queensryche, Japanese pressing, 1983 OG, $64.99 on Queensryche. A Ozzy Ultimate Sin. This is a 1986 Japanese pressing, $99.99. Aussie, The Ultimate Sin, $99.99. Japanese pressing, 1986 OG. First to Queensryche was Adam Stein. First to Queensryche was Adam Stein. I have Weston on SR, and then QR. Okay, and then Adam Stein first to Aussie. Wow, Adam's fast tonight. Adam first to Aussie, Ultimate Sin. Those are two nice pickups there to add both to Adam. Next is, first let me tell you, it's an unofficial pressing, and I think it's $74.99. It is an unofficial, though, on orange vinyl. Yeah, Skid Row, Slave to the Grind. It's an orange vinyl unofficial, $74.99. $74.99. Josh Duvall, I'll have you second on Aussie. Slave to the Grind is $74.99. Stacy Brown, first to Skid Row. Orange vinyl unofficial, sold to Stacy Brown. Zach Hastings, you were next. There probably won't be anything left in this bin when we're done. It will probably be empty, I hope. We'll see. This next one will be, if this one sells right away, it'll be big because it's the priciest record in the bin. It is an unofficial. It's $264.99. This is a Red Hot Chili Peppers album. It's unofficial. It's sealed. It's $264.99. I finally, of course, eBay, you can't really sell unofficials anymore. It's 3 LPs. It's colored vinyl. On eBay, one had sold well over 300, like 381. And there was actually one on Discogs, and it was $441, I think, overseas after conversion and however they do that. $441. This one's $264.99. It's colored vinyl, unofficial, Red Hot Chili Peppers, live in Hyde Park, 3 LP. This is about the only way you can get this, is right there. $264.99. That one's sealed. Red Hot Chili Peppers, live in Hyde Park. Rare even for an unofficial. This one's $64.99. This is the Half-Speed Master by Mobile Fidelity from the original analog tapes of And Justice for All. I actually listened to this. It sounds phenomenal. $64.99. Half-Speed at Mobile Fidelity original master tapes. That's $64.99. Next is Faith No More picture disc. This is $24.99. Faith No More picture disc is $24.99. First to Metallica was Paul Beal. First to Metallica was Paul Beal. Faith No More from Out of Nowhere picture disc is $24.99. Sean, so Metallica went to Paul Beal, then Preston, then Sean. Motley Crue is $64.99. This is a club pressing of Shout at the Devil. It's in the vinyl's in really good shape. Shout at the Devil. Oh yeah, I mean it's beautiful. Of course, such a tough cover to find in good condition because it's all black. It's got a little bit of a chip spine, but that's a club $64.99. Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. Next is a sealed copy. It's $119.99. $119.99. This is a sealed club copy of Van Halen 5150. $119.99. Marty Kramer, first to Motley Crue, then Calvin Ward. Then Calvin Ward. Van Halen is sealed, $119.99. I'm trying to tell you the prices as fast as possible. I'm going to try to glance at the next couple. So I have Weston, then Zach, then Calvin. Weston, it's sold to you. Just going to confirm you do want it. Make sure you know it was sealed and it was $119.99. And then Zach, then Calvin. So Weston got that one. Motley Crue went to Marty. Calvin was second on that one. Next record is $89.99. It is Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. It's a check condition record, but not by much, and the cover is in shrink wrap. It's got a very nice cover on it. It's on Giffen Records, of course. It's a US OG, and the vinyl's not bad. It just has a couple of like what I call sleeve scuffs on it, and that's sold to Josh Duvall. That's sold to Josh Duvall. Next is only $24.99. Okay, so what is it? It is Quiet Riot 3, which I think is significantly less than what we usually price these, but I was trying to sell everything in here because I did a trade on that's. You may ask why I have this or I have all these in a separate bin. I did a trade on a very expensive item, so I'm just kind of trying to sell them as fast as possible. But that's only $24.99. It's a near mint copy, Quiet Riot 3. Weston said he'll take the sealed Van Halen. Excellent. Hector wants Quiet Riot 3, sold to Hector. Paul Brothers was next. we have a M&M 12-inch single, and it is only $14.99. M&M Guilty Conscience, and the B-side is The Real Shady. That's a $19.99 promo. M&M, $14.99.
Wait, go back over that. Wes has got Van Halen. Who's got
Quite Right went to Zach Hastings. My bad. Yeah, Zach Hastings. Sorry, Hector. Yeah, Zach was first. Zach Hastings, Hector, Paul. Jack Potts, first on M&M. Who would have thought it? Sorry, Hector. Yeah, Zach was first. Those all came in very quickly. Jess Lynn, you were second on M&M. Next is $64.99. This is a sealed OG copy of Cat Scratch Fever. Sealed OG. $64.99. Cat Scratch Fever, $64.99. So M&M went to Jack Potts, then Jess, then Rydell, then Jennifer Chandler. This next record is also an unofficial, but it's on a color that you can only get on unofficial, and it sounds really nice. It's Stone Temple Pilots Core. It's $39.99, and it's on blue vinyl, kind of a blue. It's got some splatter in there too. Stone Temple Pilots Core. That's $39.99. Near mint copy, of course. Only played once. Only played once.
What was the Van Halen that Weston Van Nuys commented? He said, "Yes, I'll take the BH."
That was the 5150. He was first to that. He was just confirming he wanted it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Quiet Riot 3 is a promo Japanese pressing. Wow, I didn't even know that. Paul originally owned most of these records. We did a trade, so most of these belong to Paul. If y'all know Paul, he only has really nice stuff. So, Paul, I didn't even know. I thought it was a U.S. pressing. I just kind of glanced at it. I couldn't even tell it was a Japanese. So somebody just got a really good deal on Quiet Riot. Jess Lynn is first to STP. Sean was next. This is definitely a Japanese pressing. It's $74.99. It's very nice too. The Beatles 67 to 70. Japanese pressing. I think it's complete with all the inserts, and it's a beautiful copy. I mean, it is. Look at that. This is $74.99. $74.99. Next, last record, it's another Japanese pressing. We've already had this record in here. It is Cat Scratch Fever, a Japanese pressing, $64.99. Japanese pressing of Cat Scratch Fever, $64.99. So here's what's left in that bin. This is Cat Scratch Fever, Japanese pressing, perfect copy, $64.99. The Beatles 67 to 70, British Flag Series, $74.99. Cat Scratch Fever, a USOG sealed. So you can have a Japanese or you can have a USOG sealed. Faith No More picture disc is $24.99, and then the Red Hot Chili Peppers unofficial is $264.99. 3LP, I think it's white vinyl. It is colored vinyl though. The Beatles has all inserts and the poster. Okay, it feels very heavy. Feels like it's about 5 pounds. So, oh yeah, it's got all kinds of stuff with it. Of course, new sleeves. Paul always puts all of his stuff in anti-static. Yeah, it's got a poster, the book. Somebody needs this, okay? You need to buy it right now. That's all that's left. This is actually a non-payment. We already had packed up and they didn't pay, so I'll have to see what's in there later, but we canceled that order. All right, what are we doing next? Let's do a bin of Fred stuff. Let's do a bin of Fred stuff. Let me turn the card over here and see what we got over here for Mr. Fred. He probably don't even know we're selling his records right now. He's watched some, but he really don't get to unless someone sets it up for him. So, all right, let's do this. I have no idea what's in here. Neither do y'all. What makes it fun. I'm going to actually, give me 1 second. I want to hop over here to YouTube and see what it looks like right quick. I'm just now looking at it for the first time. So, Fred Goodwin, Carlos Santana, Havana Moon. Carlos Santana, Havana Moon. I've never had that one before. $14.99. Carlos Santana, Havana Moon, $14.99. Ball and Jack. Ball and Jack is $19.99. Atlanta Rhythm Section, Underdog. Atlanta Rhythm Section, $19.99. Marty Ballin. She's, no, what's this say? This is some kind of, where is this from? Some kind of foreign pressing. Marty Ballin, There's No Shoulder. This is a, it's not Japanese, South Korean pressing maybe. $29.99. Fred had stuff from everywhere. Let me get this crate fixed. Let me wrestle with these records for a second. All right. Jerry Stone, first to Santana. Jerry Stone, first to Santana. So here's the lineup for the night. I'm going to do this bin, and then we're finally going to do our first bin of putbacks for tonight. It's only 8:51. We'll go till 9:30, then we'll take a break, and then we'll be back live from like 10 to 12 or 10 to 2 a.m. Right, Tanner?
Yeah.
Whatever it takes. Right, Addison? No. Right, Ed? Yeah, Addison's the only one that said no. So, Johnny Rivers, Outside Help, $14.99. Donna Summer, Once Upon a Time. Donna Summer, Once Upon a Time, $14.99. A classic revisited, B.B. King Live at the Regal. That is a sealed copy, $39.99. Merle Haggard, It's All in the Movies. Merle Haggard is $14.99. Leon Russell and the Shelter People. Leon Russell is $19.99. Santana, Inner Secrets, is $14.99. Seals and Croft Greatest Hits is $9.99. We have the one and only Waylon Jennings, $29.99. Waylon Jennings. George Buchanan on B.B. King, sold to George Buchanan. We have Climax Blues Band. Climax Blues Band is $14.99. Seals and Croft Sedan Village is $9.99. Mad Lomax on Seals and Croft Greatest Hits, I'm pretty sure. And Mad Lomax. He told us who that was earlier. You might have to let us know again. We're going to have to keep a cheat sheet of all of our YouTube user IDs.
Can they change their name?
I think they can change their name, but yeah. Still, he wants Greatest Hits. If anybody's going to be watching on YouTube, if you could get on there at some point, you don't have to right now, but add it to your username, boy, that's going to make our lives a lot easier. But we're going to have that happen. We're going to have people comment, and we won't know who they are. Savoy Brown, A Step Further, is $24.99. Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line, $14.99. Santana Amigos, this is a quadraphonic pressing. Quadraphonic pressing, $24.99. Merle Haggard, The Fighting Side of Me. Merle Haggard's $19.99. Seals and Croft, Unborn Child, is $9.99. Alex Roman wants Cash, I Walk the Line. Can you give me the details on B.B. King again? George, it was a Live at the Regal. It was a sealed copy, and it has a promo stamp in it. Not for sale, promotional use only. It is I guess a 1971 OG, especially being a promo. B.B. King Live at the Regal. Alex Roman got Cash, Walk the Line. Josh Huddleston was next. Sean Foxbower was third. Wayne Heat wants Inner Secrets. Inner Secrets. Inner Secrets. What was that? Sounds so familiar. Inner Secrets. Santana. That's sold to Wayne Heat. Deborah Devaney. Hello. Can you change the name on YouTube? I did it as you can on mine. Okay, good. Good deal. Just getting on. How much have I saved getting here late? A little bit. Hector Patino wants Amigos. That's Santana. All the Santanas have sold out of this bin, I think. Who is River Bend Records? Who is River Bend? Who are you? They must have bought from us before because it says Fred stuff is so clean. So,
I think it's a new viewer.
Is it a new viewer?
Yeah, we're just picking people up off
Okay.
YouTube. So.
The Butterfield Blues Band. Sometimes I just feel like smiling. $29.99. Butterfield Blues Band. Sometimes I feel like styling. Billy Hurst. River Bend Records is me. Okay. It's Billy Hurst. Merle Haggard. Let me tell you about a song. $19.99. Johnny Cash and June Carter. Carrying On. This is a 360 sound label. OG. Has Jackson on it. $19.99. Santana. Caravansari. Santana is $14.99. Waylon Jennings. Honky Tonk Heroes. This is a Canadian pressing. Canadian. $34.99. Love, Devotion, Surrender. This is Carlos Santana with Mahavishnu, John McLaughlin. A quad pressing. $24.99. June. Alex Roman on June. Alex Roman first on June. Actually, hold on a minute. I'm going to have to go to my... Oh, can you catch that one? Who was above... Was it Alex above River Bend Records, Cash? I think it was Alex. Yeah, Josh Huddleston was third. And then River Bend. So Johnny and June went to Alex. And then River Bend, Billy Hurst, he got Waylon. I'm assuming that was Honky Tonk Heroes. Yeah. Is the lettering on the Red Hot Chili Peppers gold? The Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh, on the unofficial. Give me 1 second, Preston. It's on Z-Bop. Shepherd Michael, first to Santana. Shepherd Michael, first to Santana. Then Susie Breedlove, and was BB sold. Yes, BB King at the Regal is sold. Let me check the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Here's a good look at it. Man, this glare is awful. Let me take it out of the sleeve. That don't really help too much. Red Hot Chili Peppers live in Hyde Park. 3 LPs. Santana. Lydia, code. So there's one Santana left. One Santana left. Lydia, Code Blood. $29.99. Lydia, Code Blood. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, So Far. That's a greatest hits. $19.99. And Johnny Cash Sings the Ballads of the True West. It's $24.99. The lights are off. The other lights, here's how it looks. If I turn on our studio lights here, here's what they look like. Now those are on. So I think it actually don't make a difference. Well, yeah, see that little square there is from these. Here's what it looks like with those off. Yeah, definitely want those off. But the other glares from the above lights, if we turn those off, we'd be in total darkness. See, look. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's how it would look with those lights off. Okay. Zephyr, going back to Colorado. Hasn't a lot of people been asking about Zephyr? That has, this is $29.99. Tommy Bolin. Tommy Bolin. Wayne Titsworth, first to Zephyr. He's seen it before I even got to show it. And Johnny Cash Sings Ballads of the True West was $24.99. Wayne Titsworth got Zephyr. David Robertson, I See Your Test. Bob Riger said, whoa. Minnie Riperton, Perfect Angel, is $14.99. Lionel Richie, Can't Slow Down. Lionel Richie is $9.99, Can't Slow Down. Johnny Cash, The Holy Land, 360 Sound. OG lenticular cover, $29.99. We have Climax Blues Band. Climax Blues Band is $14.99. Chris Wood, You Were Second on Zephyr. Cliff Richard, 40 Golden Greats. Cliff Richard is $24.99. Lionel, let's see. Chris Wood, You Were Second on Zephyr. Stacy Brown, You Were First to Lionel Richie. Sold to Stacy Brown. Rydell Martin, You Were First to Minnie Riperton. I need to open my phone up before the feed. Me over here and reload.
Did we even share?
I don't think we've, no, I don't think we have. Okay. Climax Blues Band, $14.99. Climax Blues Band is $14.99. Shine On. Cliff Richard, 40 Golden Greats is $24.99. Cliff Richard. A Portrait of Merle Haggard, $19.99. A Portrait of Merle Haggard. Andy Gibb, Shadow Dancing is $9.99. Johnny Winter and UK Pressing, $24.99. Radio's Million Performance Songs, Beatles, Hard Day's Night, Elvis Presley, Fats Domino. That is $19.99. We have Johnny Cash, Mean as Hell, $14.99. Shepherd Michael is on Climax Blues Band. Sold to Shepherd. Would you do 65 on the Beatles Japanese? Sean asked me that. Asked me that about 10 o'clock tonight. Ask me that about 10:05, and I'll probably either say yes or I'll send you a counter offer. Susie Breedlove was first to Andy. Andy Gibbs sold to Susie Breedlove. Troy Robinson was next. Christy Moss on RM. RM, Radio Million, maybe. Stacy, you were third on Andy Gibb. Dustin Krull. Dustin, I hope I'm saying your last name. Krull? It's going to be hard for me to say with my southern accent. Dustin is on Johnny Cash, Mean as Hell. Regina, Headliners, that's already sold. The Front, self-titled, I reckon, $19.99. The Butterfield Blues Band, never have had that one before, I don't think, $24.99. Randy Newman, Little Criminals is $19.99. Randy Newman, Little Criminals is $19.99. Rare Earth Band Together, $14.99. Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings, Heroes, $24.99. Gold stamp promo on the back. Sean's offered $70 for the Beatles. Jerry Rafferty, self-titled. That's his first release, $14.99. Well, this one's heavy. It'll probably sell right away, too. I know what it is. Walt Disney's Fantasia. This is a 1961, $49.99. Walt Disney's Fantasia. This is a beautiful packaging. 2 LP with the book. Sabrina Wants Heroes. Sold to Sabrina Bunnell. Sean Foxbower, You Were Second. I'm not going to wait 30 minutes or an hour over $5. Let's go ahead and sell Sean the Beatles here for $70. which I think is a fantastic deal for something as nice and complete as that. Sean, I'm going to sell that to you for $70. Tanner and Ed, that's our first price change of the night. Walt Disney, we have Emmett Rhodes, Farewell to Paradise. Emmett Rhodes is a white label promo, $34.99. Emmett Rhodes, Farewell to Paradise, $34.99. David Essex. David Essex is $14.99. Johnny Cash, Get Rhythm. Johnny Cash, Get Rhythm is $9.99. What was the Faith No More picture disc? Lee, it was Faith No More from Out of Nowhere. Really pleasant looking cover. $24.99. 1990. 1990. What was the Butterfield Blues Band? I think it was a self-titled album. Butterfield Blues Band, The Resurrection of Pig Boy Crabshaw. The Resurrection of Pig Boy Crabshaw. Joe. Let's see. Sean Foxbower on Rhythm. Get Rhythm. Johnny Cash. That sold to Sean Foxbower. Alex Roman was next. Then Tim Holloway. I was just about to buy the bill at full price. Yeah. Sean got a good. That was good. Sean Crupper, that is. Okay. David Essex. Rare Earth, One World. Rare Earth, One World is $19.99. Andy Gibb, Flowing Rivers, $9.99. The Committee, Wide World of War. The Committee, $14.99. Susie Breedlove wants the Faith No More. We will make sure Lee Wright doesn't want it. If Lee Wright doesn't want it, Susie, I will sell it to you. Stacy Metternich, first to Andy Gibb, sold to Stacy. Rita Coolidge, Anytime, Anywhere. Rita Coolidge is $9.99. We have Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line. Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line, $9.99. Welcome to Goose Creek. Goose Creek Symphony, $19.99. And Rick Wakeman, Journey to the Center of the Earth is $19.99. Rick Wakeman. Donna Summer, She Works Hard for the Money. Donna's $9.99. And Johnny Cash, Everybody Loves a Nut, $14.99. Sean, first we got Fantasia Condition. Let me do that for Alexandria. Fantasia Condition. Let's pull out one of the discs here. It should be really, really nice. Let's take a look at it. Walt Disney's. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's near mint. It's in beautiful condition. It has the book with it. I'm not going to try to put that back in there though right now. But yeah, that's $49.99. So is the Emmett Rhodes a compilation for Caleb? Let me see. Farewell to Paradise. I don't think so. White label promo. I think that's a regular studio release, Caleb. Sean wanted Walk. Walk the Line, sold to Sean Foxbower. Tim Holloway, You Were Second. Josh Duvall on DS. That has to be Donna Summer. Josh Duvall. Stacy Metternich was second. Dustin wants Everybody Loves a Bit, which was Everybody Loves a Nut. That sold to Dustin. Dustin Krull. Is there a break? Yes, there will be at 9:30. Scott Plants wants Fantasia if she doesn't. So, Alexandria, I'm going to have to sell this to you for $49.99. If you don't want it, then I'm going to give it to Scott Plants. But I figured there'd be 2 or 3 people as soon as I showed that. So, Alexander, let me know if you want it for $49.99. If not, I'm going to sell it to Scott. Did I miss anything else? I don't think so. What's being auctioned right now? Nothing. I don't have anything. I guess Lee Wright didn't say about this, so unless he comes back in later, sell that to Susie Breedlove, I believe. Alexander said she'll take it at $49.99. I don't have anything up for auction right now because some of the auctions I was going to do was in the putbacks. And probably when I run across them, I'll have to say, whoops, we got to auction this right quick. So let's do that. Can we actually get that bin of putbacks that has the Rancid and the CDs? I need to swap that out over here. Ed or Tanner, whoever can do that. Alexander. Lee Wright says, I will take the Faith No More. He actually says he'll take that. Sorry, Susie. 3 live tracks sold me, plus Mike Patton, his underwear. How can you go wrong with that? Ed, let's put that right here, actually. Thank you. I know it's heavy. Ed's done for the night. Yeah, I know. I have these putback bins pretty packed. So let me rotate the camera. Oh, y'all gonna get a good look at me. There we go. I've got to walk around the other side now. All right, let me hide this stuff for the moment. Well, I just put it in frame. That's okay. So we went through and purged orders. And we had, let's see. Let me figure out where to lay my phone. Right there. We had almost, these are non-payments, putbacks, and like, I didn't get this, it was accidentally on my invoice or something like that. 90% of it is canceled orders where people didn't pay. So that's what most of this is. It's the total amount, it's over $10,000 we sold and didn't get paid for. So that's a lot. And I hadn't really purged it in almost 2 months. We have almost $5,000 a month that's not paid for on average. So this is about 2 months worth. We've let it really build up. So let me show all this stuff on top really quick. Ozzy Randy Rose Tribute CD, $11.99. Iron Maiden VHS, Behind the Iron Curtain, $9.99. That's a 19... I was trying to get a copyright date on it. It's an original VHS though, $9.99. The Beatles White Album, 2-disc. That is $14.99. We have Rancid Indestructible, $29.99, and Rancid Let's Go, $29.99. Cake, Showroom of Compassion, $38.99. Bruce Willis cassette, $29.99. Annie 8-track, $2.99. That is sealed. Annie 8-track, $2.99. And Allman Brothers Win, Lose, or Draw 8-track, that's $2.99. Okay, now let me get all this caught up. Jeannie Ford Pinnell on the Iron Maiden. That is $9.99. Some of us don't have prices, Tanner. It's because it was from the Knoxville Metal Collection. We were just pricing stuff as we went. Jeannie Ford Pinnell on Iron Maiden. That's $9.99. Paul Beal on Rancid. Paul, let me know which one you want or both of them. They are $29.99 each. They are 7-inch singles. Actually, Let's Go is $24.99 and Indestructible is $29.99. And they're 7-inch complete albums on colored vinyl. I have a feeling Paul's going to want both of those. I'm going to lay them right over here. Jess Lynn, you were second on Rancid. Josh Duvall was first on Cake. How come somebody didn't pay for that? Oh my goodness. We almost had fist fights. Actually, I went back. The guy never did message our page. He commented like 100 times. Please show the cake. I want the cake. Give me the cake. And finally, I showed it and he was first. And he never did message the page, and he never did get it. So I don't know what happened to him. Josh Duvall was first to that, though. Jay Lewis was second. Hey, guys, send a page private message about a mix of my invoice. Someone's supposed to get the journey on my invoice. Samantha, we will take care of that. When you message us about an invoice correction, give us about 2 days, especially after we have a big sale like we have. Paul Bill wants both Rancid. Wayne Heat wants the White Album CD. That was $14.99. That don't have a price on it either. Dylan, yeah, our new customer service manager starts next week. Dylan Reed. We'll do a formal introduction when he's officially started. So 8-tracks are $2.99, and yes, we do have working 8-track players here. Bruce Willis cassettes $2.99, and this is $11.99. So
What's the price on the Beatles?
Beatles White Album is $14.99 CD. I have no idea what's in here. Some of it may not be priced. If it's not, then I'll price it or we'll put it up for auction. These are all non-payments and putbacks. Elvis, that's the way it is. Elvis, that's the way it is. It's a VG Plus orange label, $9.99. Elvis, that's the way it is. Anne Murray, Danny Song, $4.99. Anne Murray's Danny Song, $4.99. Little Richard's Greatest Hits on Fontana. That is a mono UK pressing, $26.99. Little Richard's Greatest Hits, UK pressing. Steve Miller Band, The Joker. Steve Miller Band, The Joker is $24.99. Let me get in here and fix these. Tim Holloway, First of Elvis. Tim Holloway's First of Elvis. You originally said the Bruce Willis cassette was $29.99. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, Bruce Willis is, that's $9.99. Lionel Richie, yeah, I didn't have that price.
Is it Fred's?
Yeah, it's Fred's. Yeah, Tim Holloway on Elvis. Josh Duvall on, let me move this. Where do I need to move this? Right here. Yeah, let me do that. Josh Duvall on Little Richard. Josh Duvall on Little Richard. Stacy, First on The Joker. And Doug Jefferson, you were next on Steve Miller Band. All right. Anne Murray, Danny's song. We have Captain and Tennille, Love Will Keep Us Together. Captain and Tennille, Love Will Keep Us Together, $9.99. The Beatles, Love Songs. This is a VG Plus, $34.99 with the lyric book, ultrasonically cleaned, $34.99. Coulter Wall, $25.99. Coulter Wall, $25.99. Skid Row, this is a gold vinyl, new sealed Friday music pressing, $37.99. Metallica, Load, $39.99. And Metallica, Reload, $39.99. We have more of those in stock if we happen to sell out. Metal Massacre, whoa. Metal Massacre is $34.99. That's from the Knoxville Metal Collection. Silver Label Metal Blade Records. Metal Massacre 5, $34.99. Van Halen, Fair Warning, new sealed remaster, $29.99. AC/DC Iron Man 2, that's pretty much AC/DC's greatest hits, $46.99. We got 2 of those put back. First to Metal Massacre was Richard Davis, sold to Richard Davis. Daryl Jenkins was next. Bob Riger was third. Nirvana, In Utero, the 2013 mix, $37.99. Fleetwood Mac Rumors, USOG, $34.99. Josh Duvall on Iron Man 2, sold to Josh Duvall. I have multiple copies of this from tonight's putbacks, and we have a big shipment of a restock that's coming in tomorrow. So if anybody wants one, claim them now. That's been a hot seller for us. Lucinda Williams, Car Wheels on a Gravel Road. Music on vinyl, $36.99. Lucinda Williams, Car Wheels on a Gravel Road. There's another Nirvana. We sold so many of these that you'll see like a lot of these in our stuff we sell so many of, it's really hard for us to almost get them all tagged correctly. So we accidentally sometimes tag sometimes people with 2. Skid Row is a new sealed Friday music reissue. Josh Duvall wants Lucinda Williams. Skid Row is a new sealed Friday music gold vinyl reissue. Okay, we got Bad Company, Rough Diamonds. Bad Company, Rough Diamonds is $19.99. Frank Zappa, Mothers of Invention is $34.99. Let me move this back some. John Cougar Mellencamp, $19.99. John Cougar, actually I might need to move it forward. Traveling Wilburys, Volume 3, $31.99. The Outfield, Play Deep, limited and numbered, blue vinyl, $1,500. Music on vinyl, those are $37.99. Robert Johnson on BC, that was Bad Company, sold to Robert Johnson. Josh Duvall on John Cougar Mellencamp, sold to Josh Duvall. AC/DC, another Iron Man 2, those are that one's not stickered, $46.99. Elvis, the 50 Greatest Hits, music on vinyl, $53.99. That's music on vinyl. I think it's 3 LPs. Yeah, 3 LPs, music on vinyl. Elvis 50 Greatest Hits, $53.99. Just think about that. Little over $1 a piece for Elvis. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. $29.99. Music on vinyl, exclusive remaster. Corrosion of Conformity. Now, someone needs to buy this immediately, because they're selling for about $60 or $70 right now. Corrosion of Conformity. This is the Tangerine vinyl, indie exclusive, 1,000 pressed, $43.99. That's the original MSRP. Trust me, they're selling for much more than that right now. That's the Corrosion of Conformity. Iron Man 2 to Jerry Stone. Vernon Lehman on the COC Corrosion. Vernon Lehman was first to that. Alex Roman on the 50 Elvis hits. No, he wants the 50K. He wants the 50 million. Right, Elvis? Or right, Alex? 50 million Elvis fans. I think that's what Alex is wanting. Wow. Vernon Lehman, you were first on CLC. Allen was next, then Lee Wright, then David Robertson. Is the Elvis fans a new release? Yes, it is. Those are both music on vinyl. And Alex, not Elvis. Let me know if I tagged those correctly. There's a new remaster of Terrence Trent D'Arby. That is, I think those are $29.99. Traveling Wilburys Volume 3, $31.99. Another AC/DC Iron Man 2, $46.99. This was put back. This is a Led Zeppelin, Song Remains the Same, Japanese pressing, box set, $234.99. New sealed Japanese pressing, Song Remains the Same. Moody Blues, Seventh Sojourn is $9.99. Testament, music on vinyl, Souls of Black, that is $37.99. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, $34.99. Official remaster. Foreigner, Agent Provocator is $19.99. You missed Marty Kramer. He won an Iron Maiden 2. Or Marty Kramer, I Am 2. I did. Josh Duvall wanted one. Marty Kramer, Jerry Stone, and yeah, Marty Kramer. I missed that. So let's pull one for Marty Kramer too. Thank you, Jerry. Sorry, Marty. Jazzland, The Stars of Jazz, 1961, $19.99 on the Jazzland label. Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion is a VG Plus, $9.99. Pat Benatar, Get Nervous is a VG Plus, $9.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan, In Step, Music on Vinyl, $37.99. John Mayer, Heavier Things, $28.99. Prince, Under the Covers, $31.99. And Pink Floyd, Animals. We're sold out of these now. This is $36.99. That's the guy who didn't pay for it. $36.99. TBP 615 wants an AC/DC Iron Man 2. TP, that's hard. That's hard to read. Say it, Tanner. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Yeah. TP, I'm getting the
TB, like Tom Brady. And P.
Tom Brady Phil 615. He gets an AC/DC. Please let me know what your real name is. Alan Jonathan on Stevie Ray Vaughan. Alan Jonathan on Stevie Ray Vaughan. Tim Holloway on Foreigner. Tim Holloway wants the Foreigner Agent Provocateur, or as I used to say, Provocator. James Dawson wants Crimes of Passion. That was Pat Benatar for James Dawson. Crimes of Passion. That is Chris Crowley was first to Prince. Chris Crowley was first to Prince. Susie Breedlove was first to Pink Floyd. Jeff Lundy, I've already sold Prince. Tango Bravo Papa. Yeah, that was T. Troy, do you know if the Prince album is waiting list? We do have a waiting list for that one, I believe. And one slipped in the sellbacks here. We're waiting for a whole shipment of those to come in. And when they do, we'll probably fill the waiting list. Prince Under the Covers. I've heard those are supposed to come back in. So, Todd Pratt. The mystery man has been revealed. Sean says 200 for the Zeppelin. Sean, I can't do that. This is new from our distributor. Whoa, Craig's comment just took up the entire page. Led Zeppelin, this is new from our distributor. We would have to have sticker price for this. We'd have to have sticker price for this. Let me get down here. Todd Pratt, okay. Jeff Lundy. Who asked for the track listing? Oh, that was on the Prince. That's kind of funny looking though. Craig's comment takes up the whole thing. No problem though. It's just it popped up on mine. It was wild looking. Allman Brothers, Brothers and Sisters. Allman Brothers, Brothers and Sisters. VG Plus, $24.99. Brothers and Sisters. I don't have any Texas Flood. No, I don't. Little Feat, Down on the Earth. Yeah, down on the Farm. Little Feat. VG copy, $9.99. Jimi Hendrix, Electric Ladyland, new sealed remaster, $28.99. Public Enemy, $35.99, 2LP, greatest hits on Red, limited Blood Red with Black Smoke, $35.99. Chris McDonald, first on Little Feat, sold to Chris McDonald. Public Enemy, NWA, straight out of Compton, is $31.99. And this is an OG Pink, well, I'm not going to say OG, it's not a remaster, $54.99. Has a barcode on the back. Very nice, though. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, $54.99. So Chris McDonald got Little Feat. Josh Duvall wants Public Enemy. Jeff Lundy says, put me on the Prince waiting list. Marty Kramer wants an NWA, and so does Troy Robinson. Y'all are in luck because we got more of those in stock. There's Marty Kramer's. Let me see if I can go spot one right quick for, yeah, right here. I got multiples of those available. There's Troy Robinson. So Marty and Troy gets one. I've got 4 or 5 of those left. Pink Floyd is $54.99. That's a vintage copy. The Doors, L.A. Woman. This was, I think we auctioned this. We may have to auction it again. I think this was a VG Plus. Yeah, I don't have a sticker. I'm pretty sure we auctioned this and he didn't pay for it. Let's see, what time is it? 9:21. Let's auction this. $1 start. $1 start. The Doors, LA Woman. This is an OG pressing, window cover, but it's a check condition copy. Cover and vinyl. The vinyl's about a VG plus. That'll be our, probably when that auction's over, we'll be wrapping up part 1. The Doors, LA Woman. Bid in the comments. George Sommer says Pink Floyd, if OG. And let me make sure I don't miss anything here while they're bidding on that, because a lot of comments are about to come in. George, it has a barcode on the back, so that's definitely not a first pressing. It's got the inner sleeve, and it's a 1975. Try to see if I can transcribe some of the matrix here. It's not a first press, but it's not a, it's not, well, of course, the remasters look nothing like this, but you get what I'm saying. So just let me know. It's yours if you want it. Let me get caught up here. I'm definitely going to have to go to my phone now. Josh Duvall also wants on the Prince waiting list. Let's see. If OG, Doors 5, Doors 6, Doors 5, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10. Congratulations. You've reached 1,000 messages today with Restream. Doors 2, Doors 7, Doors 12, Doors 10, Doors 10, Doors 15, 12, 11. Russ Signals, I hadn't shown that yet. Doors out, Doors 20, Doors 11, Doors 16, Doors 17, 12, 23. Trying to get to the bottom, 21, 24. Okay, now I'm caught up. I didn't miss any claims. This is $49.99. $49.99. This is a VG Plus, green label, Warner Brothers. VG Plus, but it is an OG pressing. VG Plus on Paranoid. Green label. $49.99. Paranoid. Next is Cheech and Chong Wedding Album. Cheech and Chong Wedding Album is $19.99. Cheech and Chong Wedding Album. Very nice, the wedding album. And Game of Thrones. Last one. $35.99. Game of Thrones, For the Thrones. This is the original music from The Weeknd, Travis Scott, James Arthur. That is the soundtrack. Okay, so lots of people out on the Doors. I have Zach at $24 as high bid. Jay Lewis, that's Jeremiah Lewis. He's first of the Sabbath. Okay, we're bidding on LA Woman. We're going to try to have this auction done in the next 7 minutes. LA Woman, I got Zach at $24 on it. LA Woman. It's a VG Plus copy. VG cover, VG Plus on the vinyl. And it is, it's not bad. That's a very expensive record. I mean, they always, here lately, prices on those, especially for a window, what they call the window cover. This part slides out. This is like a translucent screen print of the band here. It's definitely a first press. Okay, let me get caught up here. So Zach's at 24. Jeremiah, I pulled your Sabbath. Is the Nirvana a 2-disc set? Yes, we still have these in stock. Get them before they're all gone again. This is Nirvana in Utero. This is the 2LP, 45 RPM 2013 mix. They're $37.99. Bill Fratsky wants the Skid Row from the front of the bin. I have more of these available if anybody wants it. This is Skid Row. It's a Friday Music sealed reissue remaster. They are on gold vinyl, I think. Let's see if I can peek in here. I think this is the gold vinyl version. $37.99. J.R. Pepper wants Nirvana. Is that Joshua Pepper? It may be Joshua Pepper on Nirvana. I've got these if anybody else wants one. Any more AC/DC Iron Man? Yes. Yes, Vernon. If you want one, just say AC/DC sold. I'll have lots of auctions in part 2. Just like we've got 5 more bins of putbacks, and we'll run across something like the Doors, and I'll say, well, this was originally auctioned. Let's auction it again. Yes, we're definitely going to hit the putbacks. I've got another bin of Fred. I've got 2 more bins of our stuff, and then 3 bins of putbacks. So all of part 2 is going to be new arrivals. Vernon wants an AC/DC Iron Man. Tanner, you might have to write that down so we can find it. Zach Biley is at 31 on the Doors. We got 5 minutes left here in part 1. I'm going to recap everything that's left in here. Game of Thrones, Cheech and Chong, Pink Floyd. I guess George was out on this. wasn't an OG or first press. Jimi Hendrix, Electric Ladyland, Allman Brothers, VG Plus, $24.99. John Mayer, Pat Benatar, Jazzland compilation. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. This sounds phenomenal. Actually, nothing not to take away from this one, even though it's more money, but this one sounds amazing. Yeah, and we have more new vinyl. We got a lot to show. We got a lot to show. I don't even know where to start. Testament, music on vinyl, Moody Blues. Led Zeppelin song remains the same. Terrence Trent D'Arby. Elvis, so no Japanese tonight. I thought you were told earlier. Well, there's some Japanese stuff in the putbacks, and there's some from the Dallas collection, but I don't know if we're even going to get to them. I had the Dallas collection had almost a whole crate of Japanese vinyl. We don't even have them priced yet. I was going to auction some of them off. That's what. It's impossible for me to do everything at once. I apologize. I wish I could clone myself. Tanner, you want to come help out some?
What's that?
Just come help sell stuff. We could be both showing records at the same time.
Yeah, we could.
Let's. Addison, you want to come sell records? She said no. Mike McGinnis is at 32 on the doors. Mike McGinnis also wants the Allman Brothers. Mike McGinnis wants the Allman Brothers. Feed is like someone gave me a AA token. Susie is at 33 on the doors. Johnny Cash, Greatest Hits Volume 1, if you come across one, for Warren Wilkie. Elvis, 50 Greatest Hits. Outfield Play Deep. Traveling Wilburys. Frank Zappa. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. There's some great records in here. There's another Nirvana. Did we already pull one for Joshua Pepper? Yeah, I think there were two in here. There's another one. Van Halen. David Johnson, am I showing up on YouTube? I see you, David. Metallica, Reload and Load. Coulter Wall, the Beatles love songs. That's a great compilation. Captain and Tennille, Anne Murray. One more time. Game of Thrones. Where are we at on the auction? We need to be putting it on a timer. The Doors. Tanner took it away from me. Where's my other phone at? Tanner stole it. Aaron Fernandez, it's $31.99. $31.99. We're going to do this on a 1 minute warning. We're going to do this on a 1 minute warning. Susie's at 33. We don't have any new bids in 1 minute. 1 minute. How much is, hold on a second. Aaron, how much is Traveling Wilburys? $31.99. How much is the PB? What was PB? How much was the Coulter Wall? Coulter Wall was $25.99. I bet for Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar. Pat's right here somewhere, I think. Where is Pat? Pat Benatar, Get Nervous, is a VG Plus $9.99. Danny Czar wants both Metallicas. I've got more of these if anybody else wants a pair of Load or Reload. Brian Skid Row already sold out of here, but I have more of them. They're $37.99 each. $37.99 each. David said it only took me 2.5 hours to figure it out. Well, glad you know how to now. Josh Duvall is at 35 on LA Woman. Jimmy Hartline wants Coulter Wall. Who asked about it? Jimmy did, so he gets it. Jimmy Hartline. I think we got more of these available. Zach is at 36 on the doors. Wow, y'all going to make us extend part 1 again. These auctions, I do them. I start auctions with 10 minutes left, and I'm like, okay, we can do this. But a good auction takes about 20 minutes. That's why I don't auction everything. I don't know how some people, they've asked me to. They're like, why don't you auction everything? I was like, well, we could. We would get through 1 crate a night when we usually go through about 20. Zach is at 36 on the doors. Misty said sold on Pat Benatar. Sold to Misty. Susie's at 37 on the doors. Aaron's out on the doors. Zach's back in at 38. It's a VG Plus copy of the doors. Josh Duvall. All right, I need to keep showing records then because we got to wait till they're done on this. So Game of Thrones, I'm going to read through these one more time. Game of Thrones, Cheech and Chong. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Hendrix, Electric Ladyland. John Mayer, Jazzland. By the way, I've personally opened and listened to one of these. They are phenomenal. It's an all-analog cut, 2 LP. They're already in anti-static sleeves. They are beautiful. Brian Bauer, 45, Wish You Were Here. Condition. This is a near mint copy. This album originally came out in 1975. I would say this is probably a later 70s reissue. and I've got it priced for $54.99. But yeah, if you don't own that Hendrix, even if you own an OG for $28.99, you need to buy this just to experiment with it. You'll probably be listening to this one more than your OG, unless you got a UK copy. If you got a UK copy of Electric Ladyland, then message me and I'll. If you got an Electric Ladyland UK copy with the naked ladies on the front, I'll give you $1,000 for it right now, Tanner. $1,000. Hendrix is $38.99. Mike McGinnis is out on the doors. Zach Biley is at $40 on the doors. Let's put that on a 1-minute timer. I think Josh Duvall is the only one who hadn't said out. He still may be bidding, but in case he's not, we're going to go ahead and put it on a 1-minute timer. The doors, Zach is at $40 on it. Houses, how much was houses? Houses. What's houses? Hendrix is $28.99. Can you get another Coulter Wall? Do you have, or can you get Coulter Wall Imaginary Appalachia? Do we still have that over here? We may do. Josh has one. Josh Duvall, 41. Okay, so Josh Duvall's in at 41 on the doors. Let me go over here and show this bin for people who may have not got to watch the very first part of part 1. Let's start showing some new stuff or some stuff we hadn't shown since 2.5 hours ago. Is that Tanner only offered it? Yeah, that's only for Tanner. I'd actually have to see one before I pay $1,000, because someone could bring me a copy that's broken half and be like, "You told me you'd pay me $1,000 for it." Are you going to YouTube on part 2? Yes, we'll always be on YouTube. If I'm live, I'll be on both platforms. Zach's out on the doors. Okay, Josh Duvall has it for 41. 1-minute timer. And then we're going to end that, and then we're going to take a break and come back a little after 10. Price on Floyd. The Wish You Were Here was $34.99. The remaster, the vintage copy was $54.99. Then we got Pink Floyd The Wall, $44.99. We got David Bowie, Hunky Dory, $29.99. Led Zeppelin 2, the deluxe edition. This is the single LP, or one LP is the remaster, and the second LP is unreleased studio outtakes, $41.99. David Bowie, Never Let Me Down, is $31.99. And Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, $34.99. Ziggy Stardust. Black Sabbath Paranoid is Black Sabbath self-titled is $37.99. $37.99. And there's another copy of that. And Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road. That is $46.99. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Mostly because I'm going to wrap up this auction. This is sold to Josh Duvall for $41. And time is up. And for the 183 people watching, I've never signed off part 1 with this many people watching. But it is 9:34. We're going to be back we're on Central Time here in Middle Tennessee. We'll be back at 10:05. 10:05. We'll be live on YouTube and Facebook again. We've got more new vinyl. We've got over here, I know y'all can't see it, but I've got 2 more crates of our own vintage arrivals. That's where the Jefferson Airplane is, the Pink Floyds, the Queen that I showed on Facebook. We've got 2 more bins of Fred records and 3 more bins of Putbacks. Wow, that's a lot. So we'll be back doing that in 30 minutes. I'm going to figure out how to turn this off because it's a lot different. I just don't press a button on my phone. Tanner's going to come help me. So see everybody in 30 minutes. Be sure you come back. We'll get this tested again, and we may actually make some adjustments during the break. So thanks, and